This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship.
Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Line bunts up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital pregame show.
Live from Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York, it's time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And tonight, the Long Island Ducks take on the Lancaster Barnstormers in the rubber game of a 3-game series. Well, hello again, everyone. This is Chris King. Thanks so much for tuning in to Ducks baseball tonight around the world at liducks.com and, of course, at youtube.com/Ducks baseball. The Ducks coming off a come-from-behind 6-5 waddle-off victory here last night to set up a rubber game tonight between a pair of 13-game winners. Both pitchers tied for the league lead in victories. Righty John Brownell goes for Long Island against fellow righty Chris Schwinden for the Barnstormers. The bad news for the Ducks was after their game completed last night down in Sugar Land, Texas, the Skeeters beat the York Revolution 3-1, thereby eliminating the Ducks from playoff contention. It's the first time in 4 years that the Long Island Ducks will not play postseason baseball, and just the second time in the last 11 years that they will not go to the playoffs, so no chance to three-peat for the back-to-back defending Atlantic League champions. But the Ducks still with 4 games remaining, and tonight their final meeting of the season against the Lancaster Barnstormers, an important game for the Barnstormers, who are still trying to lock up a playoff spot. Right now, they are 1 game back of Sugar Land in the Freedom Division and tied with the Skeeters for the wild card spot with identical records of 77 and 59 over the entire regular season. We'll send it down to the field for our national anthem.
Cassidy Reader, who will lead us tonight in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ragged, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave for the land of the free and the whole of the brave.
That is Cassidy Reader with our national anthem. And the Dream Team, the youngsters from the Massapequa Thunderbirds, standing next to their heroes tonight, the Long Island Ducks. Well, just about set for baseball. Starting lineups. First for Butch Hobson's visiting Barnstormers, Yusuke Kajimoto will lead it off at second base. Olmo Rosario is the two-hitter at third. Blake Galen in center field bats third, and Cole Garner is the cleanup man in left. Andrew Clark will DH and bat 5th. Gabe Jacobo bats 6th and plays first base. Greg Golson in the 7th slot playing right field. Lance Zawadski, the shortstop, batting 8th. And hitting 9th and catching is Juan Apodaca. And on the mound tonight, the right-hander Chris Schwinden, 13-5 with a league-leading 2.49 earned run average. For Kevin Baez, Long Island Ducks, Phelan Lantini leads it off in right. Brendan Harris, the hero last night, will play shortstop and bat 2nd. Lou Ford in center field swings 3rd, and Adam Bailey is the cleanup man in left. C.J. Rutherford will DH and bat 5th. Cody Puckett at 2nd hits 6th. Joe Ashbrodine at first base bats 7th. Jan Vasquez in the lineup to catch and hit 8th. And batting 9th and playing 3rd base, it's Sergio Miranda. And right now on the hill, going through his warm-ups, is the 31-year-old right-hander from Norman, Oklahoma, 6'3", 215-pound John Brownell, who makes his 29th start of the season, and that sets a franchise record for the Long Island Ducks. So once he throws the first pitch, start number 29 will be in the book. He surpasses Randy Leak, the great lefty, who made 28 starts for Long Island back in 2008. Brownell at 13-8 on the year, the 13 wins tied for the league lead, a 3.969 ERA. Again, 28 games, all starts prior. He has pitched 195 innings of work. That leads the league as well. Allowed 198 hits. He is 2nd in the league in strikeouts with 124, and he's walked 53. So final start of the year for John Brownell in the rubber game of the series between these two teams. Lancaster on Tuesday night won it 5-3. That was a tie game in the 9th inning. They got 2 in the 9th to win it. Last night the Ducks rallied to tie it with 2 in the bottom of the 8th, sending it tied to the 9th, and this time Long Island won it on a Brendan Harris double in the bottom of the 9th that brought home Dan Lyons and gave the Ducks their 4th waddle-off win of the season. So rubber game of the series here tonight between these two great rivals, and we are just about set for baseball as Brownell has completed his warm-ups. So to lead it off for the Barnstormers, it's their switch-hitting second baseman in from the left side against the righty John Brownell, Yusuke Kajimoto, batting .283, 4 homers, 36 runs batted in. Final meeting of the year between these two teams as well. They've played 19 times previously. Barnstormers have won a dozen, Ducks have won 7. So Brownell's first pitch to Kajimoto is in there for a strike, and the count 0-1.
Start time of the ball game is 6:40.
So 6:40, our first pitch after pitch number 2. We'll get the temperature of tonight's game. Beautiful evening for baseball. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
The individual is
73 degrees, absolutely perfect conditions. No wind to speak of, no humidity to talk about. So it feels like fall baseball, and fall is right around the corner. The 0-2 is down in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So congratulations, John Brownell has just become the pitcher who has had more starts in a single season, now 29, than any other pitcher in the 15-year history of the Long Island Ducks. Talk about a workhorse. The 1-2 here is hit back up the middle, and Brownell couldn't get to it, nor could the shortstop Brendan Harris. So a single up the middle to start the game for Yusuke Kajimoto.
base for number 10.
Added in. Brownell a long stare home to his catcher, Jan Vasquez. And then the first pitch, a bunt shown, popped up in the air. Brownell makes the catch. So Rosario, trying to use the element of surprise there, got the bat under the bunt. And Brownell, like a cat, off the top of the hill to grab it for the first out.
Hitting in the 3rd position, the center fielder, number 2, Blake Galen, number 2.
So here's the left-swinging center fielder in the 3-hole tonight for the Barnstormers, Blake Galen. He is batting .346, 15 homers, 48 runs batted in. Last night he was batting leadoff and led off the game with a solo home run to right. Kajimoto, the one-out runner at first. He has 11 steals on the year, been caught just twice, so Brownell will throw over to keep him close. Behind John tonight, he's got Joe Ashbrodine at first, Cody Puckett at second, Brendan Harris, the shortstop, and Sergio Miranda at third. Adam Bailey's in left, Lou Ford in center. Phelan Lentich, Randy Leak, the great lefty out of the record books. Leakey started 28 times back in 2008. If Brownell can win this game tonight, he would tie the Ducks franchise record, 14 wins. Mike Lurie did it back in the great regular season of 2011. just missing in is Brownell here, and it's 2 balls and a strike. And if he can strike out 9 Barnstormers tonight, he would tie his own franchise record for strikeouts in a year that he set last season with 133. Been another amazing year for Brownell. Holds the set at his belt, and then comes home and just misses away, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Of course, Brownell has won back-to-back titles with the Ducks last year, the team MVP in the regular season, and then the Atlantic League Championship Series MVP as well. What a season for Brownell a season ago. Be a 3-1 here to Galen. And that back to Brownell. He'll go to second for 1. Brendan Harris back to first in time. And that is a 1-6-3 double play. And fans, that double play by the Ducks is brought to you by the New York State Public Employees Federation, PEF, the union that cares for the community. That'll do it for the Barnstormers. No runs a hit, nobody left. Middle of the first tonight at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York. It's the Lancaster Barnstormers nothing, and the Long Island Ducks coming to bat.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bobby Blevins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc paver, let Nicoloc pavers pave your way.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Now, scoreless game goes to the last of the first, and the Ducks and Municipal Credit Union have teamed up this season to present the Walk with a Purpose promotion. Every time a Long Island Ducks player walks, Municipal Credit Union will make a donation to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Municipal Credit Union serving members since 1916. Right-hander Chris Schwinden on the hill tonight for the Barnstormers. The 27-year-old is from Visalia, California. Stands 6'3", 215 pounds. First up, the right-swinging right fielder, Phelan Lentini, the former Barnstormer. And the first pitch from Schwinden is up high for a ball, and the count 1-0. Lentini in at .293, 8th best average in the Atlantic League. 6 homers, 62 runs batted in. Schwinden again misses low and inside, and the count 2-0 on the Ducks leadoff man. No score, last of the first. 2-0 is popped up down the right field line. A long run for Greg Golson, the right fielder. He gets there and in fair territory makes the catch for the first out. Well, defensively for Lancaster, they have Gabe Jacobo at first, Yusuke Kajimoto at second, Lance Zawadzki at short, and Olmo Rosario at third. Cole Garner's in left, Blake Galen in center, Greg Golson in right, Juan Apodaca does the catching, and on the mound, Chris Schwinden, also with 13 wins on the year. He and John Brownell are tied for the league lead in wins. 13-5 is his record, but Schwinden owns the best ERA in the Atlantic League at 2.49 coming in. So second man to face him is Brendan Harris, the right-swinging shortstop. Schwinden going tonight on 3 days rest, and an interesting story why. We'll get to that in just a second. First pitch to Harris is in there for a strike. Brendan, the hero last night for the Ducks, bottom of the 9th inning. Dan Lyons at second. He doubles to left center to give the Ducks their 4th waddle-off win of the season and their first since July. So it had been a long time since they waddled off victorious, but Brendan Harris got to play hero last night, and here he takes low and inside, and the count 1-1. Schwinden's pitch in at the belt for ball 2. Schwinden tomorrow will fly out to California And he will take the first round of testing to try to become a member of that California Highway Patrol Services. CHIPS, remember that TV show back in the 80s with Eric Estrada? That's what Chris Schwinden wants to do. So tomorrow, a big day for him. And he said he wanted to pitch one final time in the regular season here tonight on 3 days rest. And then, of course, he'll come back from California for the expected playoffs for the Lancaster Barnstormers. He falls behind here 3-1 and misses up high with ball 4. So there's our first Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins. And for Brendan Harris, that is the 71st time this year he's worked out a base on balls, 3rd most walks of any batter in the league.
Ford, number 20.
So 1 on, 1 out for the Ducks, no score in the bottom of the first, and here's the center fielder and 3-hitter from the right side. It's the former longtime Minnesota Twin, Lou Ford. Ford batting .343, second best average in the league, 15 homers, second in the league in ribbies as well with 93. And he takes low. Lou Ford tonight playing in game number 137 of the year. The Ducks have played 137. He has played in every single one of them. Just a remarkable Iron Man run for the elder statesman of the Ducks at 38 years old, as here he takes a called strike and the count 1-1. So if he can get through 3 more games, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, he'll become the first player in Atlantic League history to ever play all 140 games of the season. That is an unbelievable accomplishment for the way Lou plays the game. 1-1 is taken the other way into right field for a base hit. Brendan Harris will stop at second. First hit of the game for Long Island. And they're set up nicely here with first and second for their cleanup man, Adam Bailey, 1 away. For Lou Ford, his league-leading 183rd hit of the season.
Batting in the cleanup position for Long Island, the left fielder number 13, Adam Bailey, number 13.
Ford also sitting on 99 runs scored, so if the Ducks can get him home here, it would be the century mark for Lou Ford. Here is Adam Bailey, the left-swinging left fielder and cleanup hitter, to face the righty, Chris Schwinden. Check of second, and the pitch is in there for a strike. Bailey in at .302, 5th best average in the league, 20 homers, that's tied for 3rd. 89 runs batted in, that is 3rd in the Atlantic League. An amazing season for Adam Bailey. 0-1 is a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here at Bethpage Ballpark, we go 400 feet to dead center field, 325 down the lines, and maybe just the slightest of breezes right now, pushing softly from right field toward left. We're scoreless in the bottom of the first. Ducks have 2 men on and 1 away for Adam Bailey. 0-2 is in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher, Apodaca, for ball 1. And Schwinden certainly is a candidate for Pitcher of the Year in the Atlantic League. Tied for first in wins, leads the league in ERA. In 24 starts, has worked 159 1/3 innings. That's 5th most in the league, giving up 154 hits. He's walked 31, struck out 99. Misses in here, ball 2, 2-2. So, boy, this 100 number is big. Adam Bailey hit the Ducks' 100th home run of the season on Tuesday night here. And Lou Ford trying to score his 100th run. Chris Schwinden trying to strike out his 100th batter. 2-2 is poked foul to the screen behind home, and the count holds on Adam Bailey. But both Schwinden and Brownell have struggled of late. Schwinden is winless in his last 3 starts. Brownell just 1 win in his last 7. And it's no fault of Schwinden's. He's gotten almost no offensive support his last 3 outings. 2-2 is a foul tip into the glove of Juan Apodaca. So Schwinden has his 100th strikeout of the season. First strikeout tonight, and out number 2 here in the home first.
The Tuesday Customer Service Center, main concourse right behind home plate. Hitting fifth for Long Island, designated hitter number 11, C.J. Rutherford, number 11.
So here's the DH and 5-man from the right side. It's C.J. Rutherford, a .283 hitter, a homer, and 6 knocked in. 2 on, 2 out for him. The Ducks have Brendan Harris at second, Lou Ford at first. Schwinden, the righty, a check of second, and the pitch. Slider, and cut through by Rutherford, 0-1. Talk about incredible control. A year ago, Chris Schwinden made 25 starts for the Barnstormers and did not have more than 3 walks in any of those starts. Foul back to the screen here. It's 0-2. This year, this is his 25th start of the year, and he has not walked more than 3 batters in any one of those games. So control is the key for the former New York Met Chris Schwinden, if the name sounds familiar. Pitched 6 games with the Mets in 2011 and 2012. Ahead 0-2 here on Rutherford, and goes down low, trying to get him to chase. He wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Schwinden spent the bulk of his first 6 seasons in the Mets organization. Also took a couple of detours through Toronto, Cleveland, and the Yankees organization as well. But his big league duty was as a Metropolitan, a New York Met. 1-2 coming. And that low and away. So he's tried to get C.J. Rutherford to chase downstairs twice. He wouldn't bite. And the count back to even at 2-2. We're in the bottom of the first. No score. Each team with a base hit. Ducks threatening here with Brendan Harris at second, Lou Ford at first, and 2 gone. Schwinden checking second a couple of times. And then he got him. Inside strike. Got him looking. Back-to-back Ks to end it. And the side retired. For Long Island, no runs ahead, a walk, and 2 men left. We go to the second in CI. No score between the Ducks and the Stormers.
Hi, this is Adam Bailey, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Labor is on the move. PEF.
They are the Public Employees Federation.
They know it's time for workers to unite, to speak out, to demand government accountability for the way public services are delivered.
They provide healthcare services, mental health services, and services to the developmentally disabled.
They're the Public Employees Federation.
PEF, the problem-solving union.
PEF is the union that cares for the community. Learn more at pef.org. PEF, labor on the move.
No score as we move to inning number 2 at Bethpage Ballpark, and the Ducks Health Report is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks, and the Ducks are 100% healthy as they close out this 15th anniversary season. Again, the final game of the year against the Barnstormers tonight, and then the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs come in this weekend to close out this season. A game tomorrow night at 7:05, Italian Heritage Night. Bracelets go out to the first 1,500. Saturday at 7, the final pyrotechnical fireworks extravaganza. And Sunday at 1:35, Fan Appreciation Day, as the Ducks will wrap up the 2014 campaign. Here's Cole Garner, the cleanup man and left fielder from the right side to start off the top of the second for Lancaster. And John Brownell drops in strike 1. Garner on the year hitting .313, third best average in the league. He leads the Atlantic League with 26 home runs, and he's 4th in the circuit with 88 runs batted in. What a season for Cole Garner. 0-1. Thought about it, laid off it, and it missed inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, we talk about John Brownell, just 1 win in his last 7 starts. He's 1-2 with 4 no decisions in that run. Here a ground ball foul, third base side for strike 2. It's been a while since Brownell pitched here at home. Each of his last 4 starts have been on the road. Last time he started a game at home almost a month ago, here August the 23rd, in a 7-3 loss to the Somerset Patriots. The 1-2. A call, third strike on the inside corner. Garner didn't like it, but you know what? It was in exactly the same spot that C.J. Rutherford was called out looking to end the bottom of the first. So home plate umpire Richard Katz very consistent with that inside strike, And Brownell has his first K of the night.
Designated hitter, number 24, Andrew Clark, number 24.
So one away, and here's the DH and 5-man from the left side. It's Andrew Clark hitting .283, 14 homers, 49 knocked in. First pitch is downstairs for ball one. Brownell's last 4 starts in York, twice in Sugar Land, Texas during that week-long road trip, and also in Bridgewater, New Jersey. 1-0 is in there for a strike, 1-1. So that's strikeout for Brownell, his 125th of the year. If he can get 9 more, he'll break his own franchise record that he set a season ago with 133 strikeouts on the year. 1-1 is a backdoor slider, low and outside. 2 balls and a strike now to Andrew Clark. Brownell leads the league in several different categories, including complete games. He's got 5 of those already on the season. His 2-1 here is pounded to first. It backs up Joash Brodeen, who will underhand to Brownell covering. The putout goes 3-1 for the second out.
Batting in the 6th position, Barnstormers first baseman, number 15, Gabe Jacobo, number 15.
So Brownell looking for a 1-2-3 if he can get the first baseman from the right side, the 6 hitter for Butch Hobson tonight, Gabe Jacobo. On the season, a .279 hitter, 8 home runs, 44 runs batted in. So Brownell waits for Jacobo to get set. John stares into Vasquez, and his pitch is just outside for ball one. So number 1 in complete games is Brownell, tied for the league lead in wins with 13. Leads the league in games started with number 29 tonight, a new franchise record for the Ducks as well. And now a strike to even things up. Tied for the league lead in shutouts with 1 of those. Leads the league in innings pitched. And second in the circuit in strikeouts. Another amazing season for John Brownell. The 1-1 is an inside strike. And boy, Richard Katz is calling that inside strike. These hitters don't like it. But again, to me, those pitches, every one of them have been in the same spot that he's called to Garner, he's called to Rutherford, and now he's called to Jacobo. And here, boy, a late defensive swing by Jacobo, fearing that he'd be called out looking, and he just did get a piece of it to keep himself and the inning alive. No score, top of the second. Nobody on and 2 away for the Stormers. Brownell nods in agreement with his catcher's sign, and the 1-2 again. Just misses in. They're going to try for that spot all night long. It's been so good to them both. Both Brownell and Schwinden. 2 of the 4 pitchers in the league who are tied at 13 wins coming in. 2-2 is bounced to third. Sergio Miranda, nice little short hop pick, sidearms across, and Lancaster goes in order. We go to the bottom of the second, no score tonight at the Duck Pond.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Brett Lauren, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
First pitch, Bailey rips one high in the air, deep to right field. Warning track, wall, you can forget it. Adam Bailey leads off the 7th with a solo home run to right. His 20th of the season and the 100th of 2014 for the Ducks.
That's right, Duck fans. On September 16th at Bethpage Ballpark, that Adam Bailey blast put the Long Island Ducks over the top. Their 100th homer of the season, which meant that once again, the Ducks have met the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. Chappie's Funeral Homes donating $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. Thanks to Chappie's and the Long Island Ducks, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is a family tradition.
It's your money, and you have the power to save it. Make a few simple changes, and you can use less electricity and save real money. By installing Energy Star light bulbs and products for your home, you can save hundreds of dollars each year. At PSEG Long Island, we're working hard to serve you in the way you deserve. Check out our energy-saving tips and tools at psegLINY.com/save money.
Well, fans, every double play that the Ducks turn this season is presented by the New York State Public Employees Federation, PEF, the problem-solving union, providing health care services, mental health services, and services to the developmentally disabled. New York State Public Employees Federation, the union that cares for the community. Scoreless to the last of the second, and lead it off for Long Island there. Six-hitter and second baseman from the right side. It's Cody Puckett to face the righty Chris Schwinden. His first pitch is ripped into center field for a base hit. So Cody Puckett, with one swing and one pitch, has extended his hitting streak to 8 games, the longest current hitting streak of any Duck.
Hitting in the 7th position, Long Island first baseman, number 22, Joash Brodeen, number 22.
Well, the Ducks have a unique final 3 hitters in this lineup tonight. All 3, the 7, 8, and 9 men, are switch hitters. Joash Brodeen here, followed by Jan Vasquez on deck, and Sergio Miranda in the hole. Brodeen takes strike 1. Joash hitting .256 on the year. 9 homers on the season, 3 of those against Barnstormer pitching, and 58 ribbies. Puckett held on at first by Gabe Jacobo. He's short of the cutout. And the 0-1 just misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Cody Puckett, 4 steals on the season. He has yet to be caught stealing. Schwinden checks him over the left shoulder and comes set below the belt. Another quick check, and the 1-1 is bounced to first. Jacobo to short for 1. Zawadzki back to first, and he threw it by his pitcher, Schwinden, covering. And I think that Brodeen would have beaten it out anyway. And so the fielder's choice goes 3-6. Cody Puckett forced out at second base. And Joash Brodeen safe at first.
Long Island catcher number 23, Jan Vasquez, number 23.
So Brodeen, the 1-out runner, and boy, has he had a great year on the base paths. 26 steals for Joash, including 1 last night. He's only been caught 5 times, so we'll see if Kevin Baez lets him do his thing as the switch-hitting catcher, an 8-man, Jan Vasquez, in from the left side for Long Island. Brodeen right at the cutout, and Schwinden, thinking he will go, fires over. Vasquez hitting .220 on the season, 2 home runs, 17 runs batted in. This is his first appearance of this 3-game series. Schwinden misses up and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Brodeen edges a little further out, maybe that lead foot just beyond the cutout mark. And now Schwinden misses away with ball 2. Chris Schwinden will turn 28 on Monday. And again, we told you he'll be flying to California, his home state, this weekend to take round 1 of testing to try to become a California Highway Patrol officer. Best of luck to Chris Schwinden, who just might be the pitcher of the year in the Atlantic League. Here it's foul back to the top of the screen by Vasquez, and the count 2 balls and a strike. Schwinden this year has pitched very well against the Ducks. 4 starts, he's 2-0 with a 2.96 earned run average. A check of Brodeen. And Joash takes off. The throw to first and now down to second is not in time. He's under the tag of the shortstop Zawadzki, and immediately Butch Hobson, the manager of the Barnstormers, come out of the visiting dugout and will go out to talk to umpire Dave Speranza. Boy, I'm guessing that Brodeen just got in under the tag, and boy, Speranza said something very quickly to Hobson that satisfied Butch, and he immediately went back. So Joash Brodeen, despite the fact Schwinden threw to first, looked like they were going to get him, either went under or around the tag of the shortstop Zawadzki, and he's got his 27th stolen base of the year and his 2nd in as many nights. So now he's in scoring position for Vasquez with 1 away. Ducks had a man at second with 1 away last inning, Brendan Harris, and couldn't get him home as Schwinden had back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. Here he misses in the Jan, and the count now 3-1. Listening back to some highlights from earlier this season, and I'd forgotten about Jan Vasquez's first hit as a Long Island Duck was a game-tying home run in the bottom of the ninth. What a way to start. 3-1 is on the outside corner to run the count full. Was back on May the 21st here against Southern Maryland. Game-tying homer in the bottom of the ninth. Ducks won it on a Cody Puckett double in the bottom of the 12th. Play on at second. They fired down, and they got him. The shortstop, Lance Zawadski, crept in behind. Great throw by Schwinden. And although they didn't get him the first time, they pick him off here as it goes 1-6 for the second out. That's that daylight play, as Zawadski saw a little daylight between himself, between the bag and Brodin, snuck in there, and then Schwinden just fired a strike. So now 2 away, and a payoff pitch coming to Vasquez. And that in the air and well hit. The center fielder, Blake Galen, going back towards the warning track, and right center still going back, and he won't get there. It's off the track, off the wall. Vasquez going for third, and he will be in there standing. But boy, how big is the pickoff of Joash Brodin now? Ducks would have had an easy 1-0 lead had Vasquez done the same thing. Instead, he triples to right center here with 2 away.
Hitting the ninth with the judge for Long Island, first baseman number 30, Sergio Miranda, number 30.
And for Jan Vasquez, his first triple of the season. So Vasquez, the first man to get to third base tonight for either team. And here's Sergio Miranda taking a letter-high fastball for ball 1. Miranda in the 9-hole. Playing third base, the switch hitter batting left here. And on the season, a .205 hitter. No homers, 7 runs batted in. He, too, sat out the first 2 games of this series. Here he slashes one foul upstairs high on the third base side. So, again, you never know if Schwinden pitches the same way with Brodin on second versus Brodin not on second. But let's just think of what could have been there had Brodin not been picked off and Vasquez done the same thing. The Ducks would have the 1-0 lead. Instead, still scoreless here, last of the second. And the count now 1-2 on Miranda. And he breaks his bat, hits it slowly to short. Zawadski gobbles it up, guns across, and the side retired. For Long Island, no runs, 2 hits, and 1 left. We go to the third in Central Islip. The Barnstormers nothing, the Ducks nothing.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Sean Garceau, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
No score as we go to the last of the third tonight at Bethpage Ballpark. Last night in the Atlantic League down in Sugar Land, Texas, the Skeeters beat the York Revolution 3-1, snapping the Revs' 3-game winning streak and in the process eliminating the Ducks from playoff contention. So the Ducks will not be in the playoffs this year. First time in 4 years the Ducks missed the playoffs, and just the second time in the last 11 seasons that the Ducks will not go to the postseason. Southern Maryland kept Lancaster alive. Had the Blue Crabs lost their home game, the Barnstormers would have clinched a playoff spot. But Southern Maryland won at home 7-3 over Somerset, snapping the Patriots' 4-game winning streak. And in Camden, New Jersey, the River Sharks snapped a 6-game losing streak with a 12-1 victory over the Bridgeport Bluefish.
The right fielder, number 7, Greg Golson, and number 7.
So to the top of the third we go with the 7-hitter for the Barnstormers. Their right fielder from the right side, Greg Golson, to face right-hander John Brownell, who thus far has faced the minimum 6 batters to get 6 outs. First pitch to Golson is a strike. Greg on the season hitting .297, 5th best average on the squad. He's got a pair of homers, 19 runs batted in, and he too making his first appearance of this series. 0-1 is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Brownell, much like Schwinden, has made 4 starts against the Lancaster Barnstormers. He's got a 2-1 record and a 4.33 ERA. He did have a complete game against them here back on June 2nd. Gets a strike here on the outer edge, and the count 1-2. In that June 2nd game, the Ducks won it 9-2. Brownell, 9 innings of 4-hit, 2-run ball, 1 walk, and a season-high 9 strikeouts. 1-2 pitch is up and away, 2-2, and that's what he needs tonight to tie his own franchise record. Set a year ago, 9 strikeouts tonight will give him 133. That's the number he finished last year with. Final start of the year for the guy they call Brownie, John Brownell. Taken the other way into right center field for a base hit for Golson. Scooped up quickly by Lentini, who gets it in, and the leadoff man aboard for the Barnstormers. That'll bring up their shortstop.
In the 8th position, Lancaster shortstop, number 4, Lance Zawadski. Number 4.
The left-handing hitter Lance Zawadski batting 8th tonight. .233 hitter on the season. He got 10 home runs this year, 4 of those against Ducks pitching, and he's driven home 46. Golson runs well. He's right at the cutout at first, and Brownell immediately will go over. Greg on the year, 12 stolen bases, 4th most on the Barnstormers. He's been caught, though, 5 times. So Joe Ash Brodeen holds him aboard. Brownell holds the set. From the stretch, drops in a strike on Zawadski, 0-1. One problem area for Brownell this season, long balls. He has surrendered 21 home runs this year. That's the 2nd most allowed by any pitcher in the league. Vasquez, the catcher, sets up away. And this one bounced to second, could be 2. Puckett to Harris for 1. Brendan on to first. Scooped out by Brodeen, and they got him. Another double play turned by Long Island. And fans, that double play by the Ducks is brought to you by the New York State Public Employees Federation, PAF, the union that cares for the community. Nicely turned. Cody Puckett had to do a good job to get to his right, get the flip quickly to Brendan Harris, who avoided the slide of Greg Golson and got it to first. Joe Ash Brodeen digs it out, and the double play goes 4-6-3. Second double play in 3 innings for Long Island. So just like that, 2 outs, nobody aboard, and here's the 9-man, Juan Apodaca, the catcher from the right side. And he takes a strike. Apodaca, a .286 hitter, 5 homers, 32 runs batted in. So Brownell tonight has given up a pair of hits, and each time the man has been retired on a double play, so he stays on the minimum now. 8 batters to get 8 outs. The 0-1 just misses away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Apodaca stepped out and back in. And now Brownell's 1-1. Low and outside, 2 balls and a strike. Brownell's last outing was Friday night in New York. Took a no decision in a 5-3 victory. Did allow 10 hits in that game, 1 shy of his season high. in 7 innings of work, but just 2 runs against. He walked 1 and struck out 4. 2-1 is a foul ball off the tip of the bat, right at Kevin Baez, the Ducks skipper. But the railing in front of the dugout protected KB. And the count now level on Apodaca at 2-2. 2 outs, nobody aboard. No score in the top of the 3rd. Brownell trying to get 9 outs in 9 batters to begin the game. 2-2 pitch. Just low and outside. He's run the count full. So Apodaca with a practice cut. Brownell has not walked a batter here tonight thus far. And now a 2-out payoff coming in this righty-righty. Foul back to the screen. We'll do it again. Apodaca, a native of Venezuela, reached as high as AAA in his affiliated career for both the Dodgers, the Red Sox, and several other squads as well. 3-2 once more. Skied on the infield. A major league pop-up. Who's going to take control here? The first baseman, Joe Ashbrodeen, and halfway between the mound and second base, makes the grab to retire the side. For the Stormers, no runs a hit and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Still scoreless are the Ducks and Lancaster here in CI.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Sean Garceau, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, to the bottom of the 3rd we go. The Ducks and Barnstormers are scoreless. And hey, Duck fans, the final out on the top of that 3rd inning was the 15th out of tonight's ball game. Now, did you know that a 15-minute call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Well, get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO. Or visit geico.com.
Number 24.
So to the top of the order for Long Island, Phelan Lentini, the leadoff man, flew out to right field to open tonight's game for Long Island, and Chris Schwinden ready to deal the first pitch to him the second time around. And that taken for a strike. Lentini 0 for 4 last night, but he did have a big sacrifice bunt in the bottom of the 9th. Again, the Ducks scored 2 in the bottom of the 8th to tie the game at 5 last night. The 0-1 is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Dan Lyons opened the 9th with a walk. Lentini sacrificed him beautifully to second base, and then Brendan Harris blasted one into the gap in left center. Lyons scored easily from second, and the Ducks had the waddle-off win. Here, ripped into center field by Lentini, so that's a base hit for Phelan, and the leadoff man aboard for Long Island for the 2nd straight inning. Well, we will keep our eye on Lentini at first base. 46 steals in 46 tries, 2nd most in the league, and again, he has not been caught all season in a stealing attempt. So nobody has thrown him out, not a pitcher, not a catcher, all year long. Can he possibly get through the final 4 games and maybe get to the 50 steals mark? 50 for 50, that would be an unbelievable accomplishment. Here's Brendan Harris, the shortstop who walked back in the opening inning. And he sees a strike. Harris last night, the only hit he had, in fact, the only hit he has of the series. He's 1 for 8 in the series, but the game-winning double, a left center in the bottom of the 9th, bring home Dan Lyons with the victory. And he made it interesting. Brendan Harris running around out in left center field, almost challenging his teammates to catch him if they wanted to jump on top of him. It was a fun celebration. And again, the first for the Ducks since July. The last time they had themselves a waddle-off win was early July. So over 2 months since they jumped in the pile victorious. 0-1 is inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Also last night, Ducks tied the record for this season for the largest comeback win. They had trailed only once all year by 4 runs and come back to win a game. And that's what they did last night. They trailed 5-1 in that game halfway through the contest. As here, Schwinden throws over to first, Lantini back. So the Ducks scored 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, 2 in the 8th to tie it, 1 in the 9th to win it. 5 unanswered runs to dig out of a 5-1 hole and end a bunch of losing streaks last night. It was a win they desperately needed. 1-1. Bounced to third. Rosario to second for 1. Kajimoto on to first. Bounced it, but scooped out on 1 hop nicely by Jacobo. And that is an around the horn 5-4-3 double play.
Long on the Ducks center field on number 20, Lou Ford, number 20.
So we've had 3 double plays in 3 innings. 2 hit into by the Barnstormers, 1 now for Long Island. And here is Lou Ford, who singled through the right side his first time up. Lou came in hitting .434 against Barnstormers pitching in the season series as he takes a strike. Has driven in 24 runs in the 19 games between the two teams. 0-1. Late swing. Didn't get a round on it and fouled it down the right field line for strike 2. Just a remarkable season for Lou Ford, who sees his name all over the league leaderboard. Number 1 in games played, 136. Number 1 in hits, 183. Number 1 in doubles with 38. Second in batting average, second in ribbies, as here, he goes down as I believe he hit it off his foot. And again, Lou's got to get through 3 more games this weekend to play in all 140, and he appears to be just fine. Second in the league in runs, second in total bases, second in on-base percentage, third in slugging percentage, 4th in extra base hits. Certainly Lou Ford and Cole Garner of the Lancaster Barnstormers are going to get a lot of consideration for league MVP, just like Chris Schwinden is for pitcher of the year for Lancaster as well. Really probably comes down to Schwinden and David Pauly of the Sugarland Skeeters. Right now you got 4 pitchers in the league who've won 13 games. Schwinden of the Barnstormers, Brownell and Garceau of the Ducks, and Pauly of the Skeeters. Here Ford pounds it foul to Kevin Baez at third. And the count remains 0-2 on Lou. So again, you got each of those 4 pitchers trying to become the league's first 14-game winner. Schwinden or Brownell could do that tonight. And again, Schwinden number 1 in ERA at 2.49. Pauly of the Skeeters number 2 at 2.67. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Schwinden picks up his 3rd strikeout, and that retires the side. No runs a hit, nobody left. We've played 3 in Central Islip. It's the Lancaster Barnstormers nothing, the Long Island Ducks nothing.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding health care right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Life without Ducks baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks baseball. Bethpage Ballpark is set, Quackerjack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks Baseball. Life is better here.
Chris King back at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York. I thank you so much for tuning into Ducks Baseball tonight around the world here at liducks.com and, of course, at youtube.com/ducksbaseball and making us a part of your Thursday evening entertainment. Scoreless after 3 innings of this contest. The Barnstormers, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. The Ducks, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. And righty John Brownell, who has faced 9 batters to get 9 outs, starts at the top of the order for inning number 4 for the visitors. And Yusuke Kajimoto, the second baseman who opened the game by singling up the middle. So Kajimoto, the native of Japan, getting ready as Brownell takes a look. Right on top of home plate from the left side is the switch hitter. First pitch. Drops in a strike. It's 0-1. Kajimoto sat out last night's game here on Tuesday in the Barnstormers' 5-3 win. 0 for 3. Did draw a walk and drop down a successful sacrifice bunt. 0-1 is up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Kajimoto. We talked about the Ducks breaking a lot of losing streaks last night. Overall, they snapped a 3-game losing streak. Here at home, they snapped a 4-game losing streak. Against the Barnstormers, they snapped a 6-game losing streak. Strike called here. It's 1-2. So that was a very, very important victory. Going into last night, the Ducks had lost 9 of their previous 10 games, and that was preceded by the longest winning streak of the year. They had won 8 in a row and were a half game out of first place in the Liberty Division before dropping 9 of 10. 1-2 is inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And in talking to Kevin Baez before tonight's game, the manager of the Ducks, I asked him, a few of the reasons why his team will not make the playoffs this year. And with Kevin as manager, he's not only made the playoffs, he's gone to the championship series all 3 years that he's been the skipper for Long Island. Pop foul high on the third base side. Count holds at 2-2 on Kajimoto. And a couple of things Kevin had to say. He referenced the 2 long losing streaks. You may remember back at the end of the first half, the Ducks actually rattled off 7 straight wins. The final 5 games of the first half were wins. First 2 games of the second half were wins. So they started the second half 2-0 on a 7-game winning streak. And they were actually in first place just 2 games into the second half. Kajimoto, another foul back to the screen. But following that 7-game winning streak, they then lost 13 straight games, a franchise record. Most games they had ever lost in a row in franchise history. Remember, this is the 15th year that they've been playing baseball, and they had never seen a losing streak like that. So they went from 2-0 to 2-13. 2-2 here is punched into center field. That'll get down in front of Lou Ford. So Yusuke Kajimoto is 2 for 2, and the leadoff man aboard for the Barnstormers. So,
third baseman, number 10, Omo Rosario.
I'm going to bring up Omo Rosario, who tried to bunt his way aboard back in the opening inning and popped it back to the pitcher, John Brownell. Give the Ducks a lot of credit. A lot of teams will start a season or a half 2-13, 11 games under 500. But give them credit. They dug out. They got back above water, above 500. And again, we're playing some great baseball when they put together that 8-game winning streak. They won 4 in a row here at home as Kajimoto takes off. It's skied down the right field line. A long run for Lentini and the first baseman, Brodeen. And Joe Ash just can't get it in foul territory. Just out beyond his extended glove. And it'll just be a long strike for Rosario. So again, the Ducks had a 4-game sweep here of Southern Maryland. Went down to Texas to play the Skeeters in a week-long 7-game road trip. Won the first 4 games there. So they'd put together an 8-game winning streak, their longest win streak of the year. We're in a wild card spot. We're a half game back of the Somerset Patriots for the top spot in the Liberty Division and playing arguably their best baseball this season, winners of 8 in a row. 0-1 is skied foul down the left field line for strike 2. So they were poised to take over first place and get that playoff spot they so wanted to get. and have a chance to become the first team in Atlantic League history to win 3 straight championships. But wouldn't you know it, following the 8-game winning streak, they lose 9 out of their next 10. And again, didn't break that slump until last night's waddle-off win. And by that point, they were on the precipice of elimination. And that happened last night when Sugar Land defeated York down in Texas. 0-2 here is low and inside for ball 1. No score, top of the 4th. Kajimoto on first with nobody out for Olmo Rosario, who's sitting at a ball and 2 strikes. So Kevin Baez again pointed to those 2 prolonged losing streaks, the 13-gamer and the 9 out of 10 that just finally came to an end. Inside Mrs. Brownell, 2-2. He also talked about 1-run losses. Ducks last night won a 1-run game, but they have 32 1-run losses this year, by far the most of any team in the Atlantic League. So they just couldn't find a way to win the close games. They're 18-32 in 1-run games. Here Brownell will throw over to bring Kajimoto back. Kevin also talked about extra inning defeats. They have really struggled when the game has gone beyond 9 innings this year. And also walk-off defeats against. They've had a ton of them on the road this year. Kajimoto goes, it's bounced back to Brownell, he drops it, then loses his footing, and everybody is saved. So, tough one for Brownell. I don't think he would have been able to get a double play, but he certainly would be able to get 1 out. But it's an error on the Ducks pitcher, the first error of the game. And now the Barnstormers set up nicely with first and second and nobody out.
Center fielder number 2, Blake Galen, number 2.
So Kajimoto was off. Rosario hit the comebacker. Brownell would have had him at first, but instead on the error, nobody out. First and second, and here is Blake Galen. So those are the 4 things that came right off the top of Kevin Baez's head for the reason he will not be managing a playoff game for the first time in his 4 years as Ducks skipper. Galen hit into a 1-6-3 double play to end the first, bouncing it right back to Brownell, and here, boy, he almost gets hit on the shins, had a jackknife out of the way of it for ball 1. Losing streaks, 1-run losses, extra inning losses, walk-off losses against. And as Kevin called them, he said, these losses, the 1-runners, the extra innings, the walk-offs against, heart-wrenching. Those were the words he used. Heart-wrenching losses that really ripped the heart out of his team in the end. Brownell's 1-0. Is low and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Kevin said it was frustrating, it was disappointing, and again, the Ducks were trying to do something that had never been done in Atlantic League history, win 3 straight championships. No team had ever even gone to the championship series 4 years in a row. The Ducks, even if they had made the playoffs and won in the first round, just to get to the finals 4 straight years, that would have been Atlantic League history as well. Ripped in a right field for a base hit by Galen. Kajimoto will get the stop sign as getting it in quickly from right was Phelan Lentini, and the bases are loaded for Lancaster. Great job by Phelan to prevent the speedy Kajimoto from scoring from second base. So John in his first jam of the night. Bases full, nobody out. The cleanup hitter, Cole Garner, due up.
Left fielder, number 8, Cole Garner, number 8.
Just to wrap up Kevin's thoughts, he talked about how great his starting pitching has been all season, and he felt terrible for guys like John Brownell with 13 wins, Sean Garceau with 13 wins. His starters have been incredible all year long. Garner struck out looking back in the second. Takes it deep to right field. Lentini going back at the track. Reaches up. It's off his glove, and it falls on the warning track. Kajimoto will score. Garner is going to be caught up in a rundown. He is tagged out. Meanwhile, Rosario comes home to score as well. So what a bizarre play as the runner Galen stopped at second. Garner ran right up his back. Galen thought it was going to be caught. It went off of the glove of Lentini in right for an error, but Lancaster does get 2 runs home on the play, and they have a 2-0 lead.
Designated hitter, number 24, Andrew Clark, number 24.
So again, Colt Garner was running hard the whole way after he hit the ball and was almost at second when he looked up and saw that Blake Galen held up at second, didn't go any further in case the ball had been caught. Here's Andrew Clark. And he takes low and outside, ball one. So crazy play right off the glove of Lentini on the edge of the warning track in deep right on the ball hit by Garner. Kajimoto scored from third. Rosario eventually scored from second. But Galen, who was the runner at first, went to second and then stopped. And so Garner almost ran up his back, and then Garner at least had the presence of mind to get himself in a little bit of a rundown so they could get the second runner home in Rosario. So 2 errors in the inning for Long Island, 2-0 Lancaster. And the count 1-1 now on Andrew Clark, who grounded out to first back in the second inning. Here he rips it into center field for a base hit. Galen will be sent home. He will score. It's an RBI single for Andrew Clark and a 3-0 Lancaster lead. For Andrew Clark, RBI 50 on the season.
First baseman number 15 in the game, Jacobo. Number 15.
So the Barnstormers have used 3 hits and 2 duck errors to plate 3 runs here, and there's finally an out recorded. That's the first out of the inning on the 5th batter faced by John Brownell. I'll check it. The Garner tag out was the first out, and that is the first hit to bring in a run, is what I was thinking of here by Andrew Clark. The other 2 runs coming home on the error. So 1 away, Clark at first, and here's Gabe Jacobo, who grounded out the third his first time through. 3-0 Stormers in the 4th. Taps it foul back behind home plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. And again, remember Kevin Baez, his first year as skipper with the Ducks back in 2011, might have been the best team he ever had. Ran roughshod through the regular season, won the first half, won the second half, upset in the finals by the York Revolution. Kevin's second season, they beat these Barnstormers for the 2012 title. Swing and a miss here. And Kevin's third season last year, they beat the Patriots in the finals. So Kevin had gone to the finals 3 straight years, won 2 championships. And it's going to be very strange for Kevin Baez to not be managing playoff baseball starting this coming Wednesday night. 1-2 is a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Brownell, just his second strikeout of the night, 2 away.
Another strikeout by John Brownell means another K on the Cradle of Aviation K board in section 203. Right fielder number 7, Greg Golson, number 7.
So here's Greg Golson. He singled to right center his first time up. 2-out hitter with Andrew Clark at first. And he puts it in a left center field this time. That'll get down for a base hit. Bailey almost overran it. Going for third is Clark. The throw is not in time. So Golson, 2 for 2 now with singles to right center his first time and left center here. And the 8th man to hit in the inning will be Lance Zawadski.
Barnstormer shortstop, number 4, Lance Zawadski. Number 4.
Kevin Baez here using a timeout to come out and talk to his right-hander, John Brownell. A long inning for Brownell, who again had faced only 9 batters to get 9 outs in the first 3 frames. (3-0) Lancaster. Runners on the corners and 2 away. And here's Zawadski, who wrapped into a double play last inning, pulling it right to the second baseman, Cody Puckett, who's playing him almost on the right field grass. Swung through here, 0-1. Throw down to first, and just getting back is Greg Golson. Oh, what a throw by Jan Vasquez behind the hitter. And a bullet to Joash Brodeen at first, but Golson managed to get back. A 1 now to Zawadzki. Golson going. The throw down is not in time. So Greg Golson has his 13th stolen base of the year and puts himself in scoring position with 2 away. Pitch was a strike to Zawadzki at the plate, and the count 0-2 there, but a base hit could make it a 5-run inning for Lancaster. Brownell checks second, and the pitch just missed outside. Boy, framed nice by Vasquez. And Brownell hit the spot, just didn't get the call from home plate umpire Richard Katz. Very long visitors, 4th inning. Brownell trying to get it to the dugout. Here's his 1-2 pitch. Well hit to left center field, and that will get down and split the outfielders. Clark scores from third. Golson scores from second. It is a 2-out, 2-run double for Lance Zawadzki, and that makes it 5-0 Barnstormers. And Lancaster has batted around when Juan Apodaca, their 9-man, steps in.
Juan Apodaca, number 27.
For Zawadzki, RBIs 47 and 48 on the season. Five on the board for the Stormers, and here's Apodaca. Takes strike 1. He popped out to the first baseman, Joash Brodeen, his first time up. Brodeen was way behind the mound, halfway between the hill and second base when he took control of a major league pop-up and made the grab to end the 3rd inning. Seems like a year ago now. Again, Brownell gets ahead of a hitter, 0-2. Lancaster last night had a 5-1 lead at the midpoint of the game, middle of the 5th inning. Ducks got 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th to tie it, and 1 in the 9th to win it. They're going to have to come from behind again here this evening. And Brownell here steps off to bring Zawadzki back to second base. (0-2) is foul back over the screen behind home plate, and the count holds. Unofficially, the Barnstormers have been at home plate here about 17 minutes. 17 minutes of batting. That's how long the Ducks have been out in the field. For John Brownell to try to get 3 outs, he's a strike away. 0-2. Foul down into the dirt. Vasquez unable to grab it, and Zawadzki at second will head back there as Apodaca just keeps himself and the inning alive. 5-0 Lancaster in the top of the 4th, as they have put together 5 hits and 2 Duck errors to plate the 5 runs. Another 0-2 here for Brownell, just trying to get to the dugout. Missing low with ball 1. Everybody resets. Zawadzki off second. Apodaca awaiting the 1-2 pitch. The runner goes, a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And finally, Brownell able to get him and his mates a bit of a blow, but not before the Barnstormers score 5 runs on 5 hits. There were 2 errors and 1 man left. Middle of the 4th tonight in Central Islip. It's now Lancaster 5, Long Island nothing.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc paver, let Nicoloc pavers pave your way.
Hey, Duck fans, you want all the latest inside info on your back-to-back Atlantic League champion Long Island Ducks? Then follow Ducks President and General Manager Michael Pfaff on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucksGM. You'll find out first right here about player transactions, special stories, and so much more. You'll also be able to interact with Michael directly and get his take on all things Ducks baseball. Head to twitter.com/LIDucksGM today and make sure to follow along throughout the entire 15th anniversary season. Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Well, Ducks trail at 5-0 as we go to the last of the 4th, and I do apologize for not giving the trivia question in the top of the inning. We'll get to it here and give you the answer before we depart this inning. 4th inning trivia. Give you the question right now and the answer before the inning is out. And it does concern, sort of, something that John Brownell is trying to do tonight, as Adam Bailey will be the leadoff hitter here against Chris Schwinden, with the Ducks trailing 5-0 in the home 4th. Barnstormers unofficially spent 19 minutes at the plate in that top of the 4th inning. First pitch to Bailey is in there for a strike, 0-1. Brownell, if he can get 10 strikeouts tonight, would break his own franchise record of 133 strikeouts last season. So 10 would get him to 134 this year, as Bailey fouls it back into the club seats behind home plate. Question for you tonight is not who holds the Ducks record for most strikeouts in a season. We know that's John Brownell. Who holds the New York Yankees record for most strikeouts in a season? What Yankee pitcher had more strikeouts than any other in a single season? 0-2 here is a swing and a miss, so Schwinden has his 4th strikeout of the game, 1 gone.
Designated hitter, number 11, C.J. Rutherford, number 11.
So think about it, and we'll give you the answer in just a minute. Which pitcher holds the New York Yankees record for most strikeouts in a single season? Here's C.J. Rutherford. He struck out looking back in the 1st inning. Schwinden's pitch is a strike, 0-1 on Rutherford. C.J. last night 1 for 4 with a single and scored the game-tying run in the bottom of the 8th. Rips it in a left center field for a base hit. So Rutherford aboard with 1 gone, and it'll bring up Cody Puckett.
Long Island second baseman, number 2, Cody Puckett, number 2.
Cody singled to center his first time up to extend his hitting streak to 8 games. And last night he had only 1 hit, but it was a big one. A double in the bottom of the 8th that brought home 2 and tied the game for Long Island. And Puckett having himself a nice series. He's now 4 for 8 in the 3 games. Takes a strike from Schwinden, the former Met, and the count 0-1. Again, Schwinden last pitched Sunday at home against Sugarland. Pitched very well in a 2-0 loss, as here, Puckett's got another hit, pulling it through the left side. And Rutherford will stop at second. Boy, he lost his footing trying to go back, and he was lucky that throw in from Garner and left was not on the money, or he probably would have been out.
Long on the first base for number 22, Joash Brodeen, number 22.
So here's Joash Brodeen. Bounced into a fielder's choice, stole second, and then was picked off second back in the second inning. One away for the Ducks, trailing 5-0 here in the home fourth. Schwinden's pitch is an inside strike, 0-1. Again, Schwinden Sunday at home in a 2-0 loss to the Skeeters. 7 innings of 2-hit, 1 earned run ball. He walked 2 and struck out a season-high 8, but again got very little run support, none, as a matter of fact. Another strike here, and it's quickly 0-2 on Brodeen. In his last 3 starts, again 2 losses and a no decision, Barnstormers have scored 0, 2, and 3 runs in those games. Schwinden now pitching with a 5-run lead. 0-2 is low and outside for ball 1. And over the course of this season, Schwinden has given up 5 earned runs in a game only once. And that was June 19th and a 5-1 loss to Sugar Land. 1-2 low and outside. Good block by Apodaca moving left. No advance by Rutherford off second or Puckett from first. By the way, in that top of the fourth, John Brownell surrendered only 1 earned run. 4 of those were unearned. And again, Schwinden is the league leader in earned run average, 2.49 coming in. So far, nothing on the board for the Ducks, who've had hits in every single inning thus far. Left 3 men aboard, have grounded into a double play. They've had their chances, another big one here, with first and second and 1 away, and the count 2-2 now on Brodeen. Schwinden from the middle of the rubber deals, and Joash pulls it foul down the right field line. Brodeen 1 for 2 last night, a single, a stolen base. Worked out a walk, was hit by a pitch, and scored 2 runs in the Ducks' 6-5 victory. Victory that evened this series at a game apiece. Schwinden ready, a check of second, the 2-2. In the air to left center field and shallow, right center. It's going to drop in. Everybody had to hold up, though, to make sure it went in. And so Rutherford unable to score from second. The bases are loaded for Jan Vasquez. 3 straight 1-out singles for Long Island. Right in the old Bermuda Triangle.
Number 23, Jan Vasquez, number 23.
Well, Vasquez, his first time up, crushed it. A triple just to the right of center field. His first 3-bagger of the season. So, can the Ducks get back in this in a hurry? We shall see. Vasquez, with that triple, now has himself a 4-game hitting streak. Takes it deep to center field. Blake Galen going back. He won't get there. It's over his head and off the warning track, off the wall. Rutherford will score. Puckett will score. Brodeen will score. It's a bases clearing 3-run double for Jan Vasquez. And the Ducks trail it by 2. It's a 5-3 game. So Jan Vasquez, a triple and a double in 2 at-bats, and the tying run at the plate in Sergio Miranda. It's a 5-3 game. Fouls it back off the hands, 0-1. So Vasquez, who on the season has 17 runs batted in total, picks up 3 right there. RBIs 18, 19, and 20, and brings Long Island within 2. 0-1 misses in at the belt, 1 ball and 1 strike. This is amazing how the game has changed in this 4th inning. 1-1. Good fastball, but good rip by Miranda, couldn't catch up to it. First 3 innings of this game combined took just 47 minutes. And this inning alone is approaching 30 minutes. So 47 minutes to play 3 innings. Almost a half hour to play this one. Ducks hoping it's got a long way to go. Broke his bat, popped it up, dropped it in. The second baseman, Kajimoto, fields. He's got no play. So Miranda on a broken bat blooper on the infield will get credit for the hit. And the tying runs are aboard for Long Island. It's their 5th consecutive 1-out hit off Chris Schwinden. And here comes the pitching coach, Rich Rundles, of the Barnstormers, out to talk to his right-hander.
Hey, boys and girls, tonight's Bethpage Kids Club winner is Andrew Kiang. Andrew Kiang, congratulations to the Long Island Ducks. Stop by the Long Island Ducks ticket kiosk, main concourse behind home plate, to pick up your Long Island Ducks autographed baseball.
So very similar to last night's game in that the Ducks got a ton of production out of their 8 and 9 guys. Last night, Brodeen and Lyons went 2 for 4 and scored 3 runs. Couple of walks, couple of hit batters as well. Tonight, Vasquez and Miranda are now 3 for 4. And how about Jan Vasquez? You know what? Everybody talks about the cycle. He's got the 2 toughest hits of the cycle to get out of the way. He's got the double and the triple already out of the way. And remember, in Ducks franchise history, there's only been 1 cycle in their 15 years. That was Luis Rodriguez, the machete, back in the summer of 2004. Did it over in Bridgewater, New Jersey. It's never been done on this field by any Duck. So Vasquez has home run power as well. He's got, again, 2/4 of it completed, the harder 2 hits by most accounts. Well, back to the top of the order for Lentini. First and second, 1 away. Tying runs aboard for Long Island, trailing 5-3 in the 4th. And here Schwinden misses in with ball 1. Lentini tonight is flied to right and single to center. What a crazy game to try to figure out. Pitchers dominate the first 3 innings. The hitters take over in the 4th. 1-0 is a strike, and it's 1-1 on Lentini. But after Bailey struck out swinging to open this inning, singles by Rutherford, Puckett, and Brodeen. Vasquez brought them all home with a double. And then Miranda breaks his bat and plops it in for an infield single. Swung at 1 down at the shoe tops when golfing did Lentini. And it's strike 2. 1-2 the count. Barnstormers batted around in their half of the 4th, sending 9 men to the plate and scoring 5 runs. They had 5 hits and 2 Duck errors. Right now, the Ducks have 5 hits in their half of the inning. So far, it's brought home 3 runs and made it a much tighter game. Faked back to second here is Vasquez as the shortstop Zawadzki crept in behind him. And remember, back in the 2nd inning, they picked off Joash Brodeen on that daylight play. Bottom of the 4th, 5-3 Barnstormers. And Lentini trying to add to a 3-run inning for Long Island. There he takes off the plate, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vasquez at second, Miranda at first. Waggling the bat above his right shoulder is Lentini. Schwinden's 2-2 is well hit to center field. Galen moving over will make the catch in right center and get it in quickly. No advance by either runner, 2 away. Well, Lentini hit it hard, but Galen got a great jump.
Long Island shortstop, number 25, Brendan Harris, number 25.
So here's Brendan Harris. He's 0 for 1 with a walk, and he's grounded into a double play. Big 2-out hitter for Long Island, trying to draw closer here. Schwinden's pitch. Slider away for ball 1. And Brendan Harris's only hit of this series was the game-winning waddle-off double in the bottom of the 9th inning last night. Bounces it foul down the left field line, 1 ball and 1 strike. In fact, Harris just 2 for 21 now in his last 6 games. And here on deck for the Ducks, it is Bill Hall getting loose. Now remember, Lou Ford, who is scheduled to hit, fouled the ball off his foot or his ankle. And boy, I hope that's not the reason he's out of this game. We'll try to get you word. Is a called strike here on Brendan Harris, but Lou Ford is not in the on-deck circle, and Bill Hall is. Remember, we told you Ford had played all 137 games of this season with only 3 to go to try to have perfect attendance, if you will, for the entire 140 games schedule. A 1-2 pitch to Harris, and that down and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Can't think of anything else that Lou Ford did. Ended up striking out in that at bat. Again, didn't run anything down that I saw in the top half of this inning that would have perhaps aggravated something. And again, we'll stop guessing here and try to get you word. 2-2. Popped up in a right center field. The right fielder, Golson, coming on, will make the catch, and that will retire the side. But not before the Ducks send 8 men to the plate. They score 3 runs on 5 hits and leave 2. We played 4 tonight in Central Islip. It's now the Barnstormers 5 and the Ducks 3.
Hi, this is right-handed pitcher Josh Lansford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
First pitch, Bailey rips one high in the air, deep to right field. Warning track, wall, you can forget it. Adam Bailey leads off the 7th with a solo home run to right. His 20th of the season and the 100th of 2014 for the Ducks.
That's right, Duck fans. On September 16th at Bethpage Ballpark, that Adam Bailey blast put the Long Island Ducks over the top. Their 100th homer of the season, which meant that once again, the Ducks have met the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. Chappie's Funeral Homes donating $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. Thanks to Chappie's and the Long Island Ducks, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Labor is on the move. PEF.
They are the Public Employees Federation.
They know it's time for workers to unite, to speak out, to demand government accountability for the way public services are delivered.
They provide healthcare services, mental health services, and services to the developmentally disabled.
They're the Public Employees Federation.
PEF, the problem-solving union. PEF is the union that cares for the community. Learn more at pef.org. PEF, labor on the move.
Well, we go to the top of the 5th. Barnstormers with a 5-3 lead. And indeed, Lou Ford has come out of this game for Long Island. We are trying to find out exactly why. We noticed that Bill Hall was in the on-deck circle in Ford's spot. And indeed, Ford, the center fielder, has come out of this game. So Phelan Lentini moves from right field to center. Joe Brodeen moves from first base to right field. And Bill Hall comes off the bench to play first base. So the outfield now, Bailey still in left, Lentini in center, Brodeen in right, and Bill Hall at first base. He will lead off in the bottom of the 5th. And Michael Pollock down to the Ducks dugout to try to get word as to why Lou Ford came out of this game. Yusuke Kajimoto is the hitter after the Barnstormers again batted around in that visitors' 4th. He is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles and a run scored. Brownell, who had a very rough 4th, although he surrendered only 1 earned run of the 5, starts him out with strike 1. And now ball 1 up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike to Kajimoto. And here tried to drop down a bunt and fouled it back for strike 2. And the count 1-2 now on Kajimoto. Well, fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle-In Shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. All proceeds benefit the Quackerjack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. One-two pitch. Way up, head high. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Barnstormers' second baseman and leadoff man tonight, Yusuke Kajimoto. from Tokyo, Japan. Call, third strike. Brownell got him looking. Make it 4 Ks for John now. And there's one away.
Another K is placed on the Cradle of Aviation K board in section 203, where they're doing an absolutely marvelous job this evening. Barnstormers third baseman, number 10, Olmo Rosario, number 10.
So bring up Olmo Rosario. He is 0 for 2 in the game with a run scored. Tried to bunt his way aboard back in the first and popped out and reached on an error by John Brownell his last time up. Brownell just lost his footing trying to field a little ball on the infield, and Rosario was safe. Ball 1, and now strike 1. Well, indeed, the Lou Ford injury was a leg injury on that foul ball his last time up. So, boy, I just hope that it's a minor thing and that Lou's able to play these final 3 games of what's been a remarkable season. Rosario has his first hit of the game here, a 1-out single to center. So, again, certainly a concern for the Ducks. The Ducks MVP, perhaps. The league MVP, perhaps. Lou Ford out of this game with a leg injury on a foul ball on the at-bat he struck out in the third inning. So Bill Hall plays first base, takes Lou's spot in the order, which is the 3-hole, and he'll lead off the home fifth. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Blake Galen. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. And that misses in from Brownell. Ball 1. Galen points the bat out toward the hill and now rests it on his left shoulder and takes a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Blake Galen. Galen with a single is last time up. Extended his on-base streak to 33 consecutive games. 1-1 is inside, 2 balls and a strike. Blake had a big game last night, a breakout game. 3 for 5 with 2 singles, a leadoff homer, scored twice and drove in 1. And that snapped a 1 for 16 drought he had been in his previous 4 contests. Rosario held on at first by Hall. He goes. The pitch is a strike. The throw down by Vasquez is cut off by Brownell. So a stolen base for Rosario, his 3rd of the year in 4 tries, and another runner in scoring position for Lancaster. So Brownell just reached out and cut it off as he felt that Vasquez did not have a chance to get Rosario at second base. Count 2-2 to Galen on the strike. And now a foul ball high up on the third base side. We're playing in the top of the 5th inning. The Barnstormers a 5-3 lead. All 8 runs came in inning number 4. Barnstormers sent 9 men to the plate. The Ducks 8. And both pitchers, who were very efficient through 3 innings, watch their pitch counts skyrocket. Nothing for John Brownell, who I believe, trying to think of what that number was early this year, 138, something like that, something crazy like that, pitch count in a complete game win, one of his 5 complete games. Here a foul ball down the right field line, and Galen pounding balls all over the park. Count holds at 2-2. Brownell unofficially here at 85 pitches in the visitors' 5th. Halfway home, right? All he's got to do is throw 170 tonight. Is the final start of the season for Brownell, as it is for his counterpart, Chris Schwinden. What a battle for Galen here, who's never going to give in. Brownell has a long stare in here to Vasquez. Check of second, and the pitch popped up behind home plate. Vasquez, the catcher, will watch it go right below our broadcast booth, about 5 rows below the booth, and then rolls down to a Gentleman who had it roll right away from him to another gentleman in the very first row behind home plate. Oh, that was a gimme for the one gentleman, and he just couldn't get the handle on it and lost it to another. So Galen providing souvenirs all around the park. Left field, right field, and now behind home plate. Brownell trying to sit him down. The count remains 2-2. In at the belt, and it's full. So 1-out payoff coming as Rosario leads away from second. Brownie checks him in the 3-2. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. So Brownell wins the long battle, gets his 5th K of the night, and out number 2. So bring up Cole Garner.
Left fielder, number 8, Cole Garner, number 8.
So again, Brownell halfway to the 10 strikeouts he needs to break his own franchise record of a year ago. 5 on the night, and now 129 on the year for the righty. Here's Cole Garner. Struck out looking and reached on an error last inning on the deep fly ball to right off the glove of Lentini. Here he bounces it. Knocked down at third by Miranda. Pops up, fires to first. In time to get him. Oh, what a play by Sergio Miranda at third base to get Cole Garner and end the inning. And now Garner is in the face of Frank Leparic, the first place umpire. He has got to be careful there, and now separated by a teammate is Cole Garner, and the inning comes to an end. For the Barnstormers, no runs a hit, 1 man left. We're halfway home, middle of the 5th in Central Islip. Lancaster leads Long Island 5-3.
Hey fans, this is infielder Cody Puckett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
All 2,000 of us at PSEG Long Island care deeply about our communities. Our company has a long-standing commitment to giving back, and our people, along with our energy efficiency and renewable energy programs, are helping to improve the businesses and towns we all call home. Learn more about how we're working together to better serve our communities. Visit us at psegliny.com/community.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the Hebrew National Picnic Area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as a color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, display your group's artwork, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Well, Ducks trail at 5-3 as we go to the last of the 5th, and Bill Hall, who is in to replace Lou Ford, who suffered a leg injury during a 3rd inning at-bat, has his first at-bat of the night. Bill Hall sat out last night's game, was 0 for 3 here Tuesday in the 5-3 loss, did pick up a walk. And Hall on the year batting .237, 4 homers, 19 runs batted in. Chris Schwinden to Bill Hall to begin the home 5th. And misses up high with ball 1. So again, the only word on Ford, leg injury on a foul ball, no further word. We'll talk all about Lou Ford, the 1-0. And that's a strike. An amazing year he's had. And again, he's a legitimate MVP candidate in this league at 38 years old. And you almost forget that this was also his first year as hitting coach for the Long Island Ducks. So he not just did what he did personally, he helped out this team in an unbelievable, successful way as the Ducks lead the Atlantic League in team batting average at .277. Scored more runs than any other team, have more hits than any other team. So Lou Ford's influence goes well beyond just the numbers that he put up and extend to the numbers the Ducks put up as a team. The 1-2 to Hall is in there, a called 3rd strike. So Bill Hall, unhappy with home plate umpire Richard Katz's call, is down looking. And that's the 5th strikeout tonight for Chris Schwinden, 1 away.
Look on the left fielder, number 13, Adam Bailey, number 13.
So bring up Adam Bailey. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a pair of swinging strikeouts. And Bailey just 2 for 10 now in this series. Schwinden misses away with ball 1. Again, one of those two, though, was a home run on Tuesday night, the 100th home run of the season for the Long Island Ducks. They have met the Chappie's Home Run Challenge, and our friends at Chappie's have kicked in the $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. 1-0, swung through by Bailey, a ball and a strike. And as many of you know, this is what he's trying to say. I also broadcast hockey during the winter at New York Islanders radio. And here's a strike, and I saw Josh Bailey of the New York Islanders on Tuesday night at an Islander golf outing dinner. And I told him I've got 2 more games to call Adam Bailey, and then I go to Josh Bailey. The 1-2 is tap slowly foul. I got to keep that in my head because usually the first couple of hockey games I do every year, when Josh Bailey has the puck, inevitably Adam Bailey comes out of my mouth. And then the reverse, when baseball starts back up, inevitably Josh Bailey comes to the plate for the Long Island Ducks. So got to keep my Baileys straight. They are not related, but I reminded Josh of that at the Islanders dinner on Tuesday night, as here Bailey's got himself a hat trick. Adam Bailey with 3 strikeouts on the night. Not a good thing if you're a baseball player, a very good thing if you're a hockey player. But Schwinden has 6 strikeouts now, and there's 2 away.
Long Island designated hitter, number 11, C.J. Rutherford, number 11.
Remember, Schwinden is coming off a season-high 8 strikeouts in his last outing on Sunday, and he's doing this tonight on 3 days rest. Here's C.J. Rutherford. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Takes up and in, ball 1. The one thing Schwinden has not done tonight is a 1-2-3 inning. If he can get Rutherford here, he will. This is skied to left, though. Cole Garner moving back at the track, pulling up near the wall, will make the catch to retire the side. So Rutherford crushed it, but came up about 10 feet short. Ducks go in order. We go to the 6th with Lancaster on top, 5-3.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I could live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Well, fans, we thank you for following along all season long as the Ducks tried to meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. They needed 100 home runs to do it, and it came down to the wire. But on Tuesday night, Adam Bailey hit the Ducks' 100th home run of the season, and our friends at Chappie's Funeral Home have donated $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. Again, Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. So great job by the Ducks, again, at the century mark in homers. And we talked about this last night with the Barnstormers, 147 home runs on the year to lead the league. The Ducks are second with 100 homers. So the Barnstormers have 47 more home runs than any other team in the Atlantic League. And here's Andrew Clark to lead off the top of the 6th against John Brownell. First pitch is in there for strike one. Clark has grounded out to first and singled and scored and drove in a run in the 5-run 4th. Brownies 0-1. Bounced to second for Cody Puckett. Easy toss to first in Bill Hall's glove for out number 1. We'll bring up Gabe Jacobo, the first baseman, 0 for 2 tonight with a ground out and a strikeout.
First base for number 15, Gabe Jacobo. Number 15.
Jacobo now has struck out 5 times in the 3 games of this series. And we'll check the out-of-town scoreboard for you. This inning, again, if Southern Maryland loses tonight at home to Somerset, then the Lancaster Barnstormers will clinch a playoff spot. First pitch to Jacobo is low and outside for ball 1. Right now, the Crabs and Patriots tied at 2, bottom of the 4th at Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland. 1-0 is pulled through the left side and into left field, so Jacobo has his first hit of the night, a 1-out single. Greg Golson's been perfect tonight, 2 for 2 with 2 singles.
Greg Golson, number 7.
A stolen base and a run scored. So again, Crabs 2, Pats 2, bottom of the 4th, down in Maryland. Just underway in Sugarland, Texas at Constellation Field. No score between the Revs and the Skeeters. First pitch here to Golson from Brownell is in the dirt. Nice block by Vasquez. No advance at first by Jacobo. It's ball 1. And Camden and Bridgeport playing out the string down in South Jersey tonight. River Sharks a 3-2 lead over the Bluefish in the bottom of the 4th. Again, we'll take a look at those Freedom Division standings. It is an unbelievably tight race with just 3 games remaining for all these teams this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Regular season and Sunday. Nice backdoor strike there by Brownell, hitting the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Right now in the Freedom Division, Sugarland Skeeters, the top spot. 1 game back are the Lancaster Barnstormers. 3 back, Southern Maryland and York. 1-1 misses in. Now, again, York has won the first half, so they are in the playoffs. And it looks like, again, barring some sort of crazy turnaround, the most likely scenario is that both Lancaster and Sugarland get in. 2-1 is down and away. I mean, Southern Maryland's 3 back with 4 to play, and that is awful tough to close that gap. So the only thing in my mind that's yet to be determined is which of the 2 teams, the Skeeters and the Barnstormers, which will win the Freedom Division and which will be named the wild card team. And again, there's a certain way that would play out a little better as far as rivalries and rematches go. 3-1 pitch here. And that is strike, count full. If Lancaster wins the division, then they play York in the opening round, and that is an unbelievable rivalry already. Those 2 teams separated by just 25 miles of Route 30 in Pennsylvania Dutch country, one on one side of the Susquehanna River, the other on the other, and the fan bases travel very well. Runner goes, the pitch is grounded through the left side and into left field. Stopping at second is Jacobo, and Golson now 3 for 3 with 3 singles. So if it plays out that way,
Shortstop, number 4, Lance Zawadzki.
You got a great rivalry in Lancaster against York, the War of the Roses, they used to call it, when they played back in the 50s and 60s, and Lancaster were the Red Roses, and York were the White Roses. They were affiliated teams back then. And then the other half would be the Somerset Patriots taking on the wild card team in the Sugarland Skeeters, and remember, those 2 met in an opening round playoff series a year ago. Here's Lance Zawadzki. He is 1 for 2 with a double and 2 knocked in. 5-3 Stormers in the 6th. 2 on and 1 out, and there's a strike. And you may remember last year, Sugar Land set an Atlantic League record by winning 95 games in the regular season. Somerset set their own record and what would have been an Atlantic League record with 90 wins. So you had two teams meet in the first round, each who had won 90 or more games in a 140-game season. I mean, incredible first-round matchup. Nobody thought Somerset could sweep Sugar Land. That's what they did. 0-1 here is popped up left side of the infield. The shortstop, Brendan Harris, with the call and a two-handed catch for the second out. So you know Sugar Land would love some revenge for what happened last year and, again, stunned everyone. Everybody thought that series going 5 games no matter what, and Somerset sweeps them. Of course, the Ducks would then beat the Patriots for the championship. So that's one way it could play out. The other way is if Sugar Land wins the Freedom Division and Lancaster is the wild card, well, then you got the possibility, if Lancaster wins their first-round series and York wins theirs, those two teams could meet in the finals. How crazy would that be if the Lancaster Barnstormers beat Somerset? Then I guess you consider Lancaster the Liberty Division champions. Even though they play in the Freedom, they'd be the wild card entry and play Somerset in the first round. Sugar Land would play York. Here's Juan Apodaca. 2 out, 2 on. Stormers lead by 2 in the 6th. Brownell gets strike 1 here against Apodaca, who has popped to first and struck out swinging. So again, barring a crazy weekend and unforeseen circumstances, we know York's in, we know Somerset's in, we know there's going to be a wild card and there's going to be a division winner in the Freedom Division. And those are the other 2 playoff teams. Popped up here on the right side of the infield for the second baseman, Cody Puckett. Out on the outfield grass, he puts it away, and that'll retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We go to the last of the 6th on the island. Stormers 5, and the Flock 3.
Hey, this is pitcher Eric Neeson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Bring your birthday to the ballpark this season and celebrate with the Flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available for the 2014 season. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Well, we go to the last of the 6th. Barnstormers a 5-3 lead over the Ducks. And my apologies, they got all caught up in that crazy 4th inning where the Barnstormers scored 5 in the top, the Ducks scored 3 in the bottom. My broadcast partner, Michael Pollack, popped in and told me that inning in playing time lasted 32 minutes and 33 seconds. So that does not include the middle of the inning time when the teams are changing places, but 32 and a half minutes of actual playing time in that 4th inning. And I never got to the trivia answer, so we'll get to that in a second. As Cody Puckett here leads off the home 6th. Ducks trail at 5-3. We talked about John Brownell trying to break his franchise record for strikeouts in a season, which is 133 a year ago. We asked you which New York Yankee pitcher holds the all-time record for most strikeouts in a single season, and sort of a trick question because it was in the news today. Ball 2 to Puckett, and now he puts one into center field. Blake Galen backing up, though, got a great jump and put it away for the first out. Last night, Dellin Betances, the rookie pitcher for the New York Yankees, all 6'8" of them, the right-hander, picked up a couple of strikeouts and broke the single-season Yankees strikeout record held by Mariano Rivera. That's right, the great Mo had 130 strikeouts back in 1996, but Dellin Betances, in his rookie year, now has 132 strikeouts. So that's the answer we were looking for. Dellin Betances of the New York Yankees. A kid in his first season in the big leagues with the Yankees now holds their all-time record for most strikeouts in a season. Well, the Barnstormers are making a pitching change. We'll be back with it. Middle of the sixth, Ducks trail 5-3.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Byers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
It's your money, and you have the power to save it. Make a few simple changes, and you can use less electricity and save real money. By installing Energy Star light bulbs and products for your home, you can save hundreds of dollars each year. At PSEG Long Island, we're working hard to serve you in the way you deserve. Check out our energy-saving tips and tools at psegLINY.com/save money.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire 15th anniversary season through live chats with Ducks players and exclusive video clips. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Life is better here.
So the Barnstormers, the first team to go to the bullpen tonight, and they call on 34-year-old southpaw Ross Peoples. He stands 6'4", 220 pounds, a native of Albany, Georgia. That was where he was born. He now calls Lancaster, PA, his home. And again, this is the Barnstormers' 10th anniversary season. He is the only player that has played all 10 years. That's right, he goes back to their very first year in the league. And he is in here to make his second appearance of the series. He was the winner in relief here Tuesday night in the Barnstormers' 5-3 victory. Joash Brodin turns around to bat right-handed for the first time tonight with a lefty in, and Peoples, the former Mets farmhand, drops in strike one. Brodin 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Breaks his bat and gets it over the head of the shortstop, Zawadzki, and into left center field. So Brodin gets aboard, and that brings a tying run to the plate in Jan Vasquez, who already tonight has a double and a triple and 3 runs driven in, all 3. So again, a single and a homer is what he needs to become just the second Duck in franchise history to hit for the cycle. He's got the 2 toughies out of the way by most accounts. They're harder to get, certainly triples and even doubles. And let's see if he makes it interesting here. If he can either get the homer or the single, he's certainly guaranteed 1 more at bat. And then it could really get interesting. Takes down and in, and the count 1-0. The book is closed on Chris Schwinden, the starter tonight for Lancaster. 5 1/3, 9 hits, 3 runs all earned, a walk, and 6 strikeouts on 3 days rest. Boy, did he pitch well. 88 pitches, 58 for strikes. And again, right now would be the winner and become the league's first 14-game winner. 1-0 is swung through. Of course, John Brownell not out of this game yet for Long Island. So if they can get him a couple of runs, he could become the league's first 14-game winner. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Jan Vasquez. Again, tripled to right center in the second inning, and then doubled to dead center with the bases loaded and 1 out in the 4th, bringing home all 3 Ducks. And here, Peoples will toss back to first as Brodin, who stole second base back in the second inning, then got picked off by Schwinden. Well, you know Joash is a threat to go. He's got 2 steals in the last 2 nights. Now 27 on the season in just 32 attempts. Peoples, though, that lefty's advantage to stare right at him. And he misses here, 2 balls and a strike. People's second in the league now with 59 games pitched on the year. 5-2 record and a 3.20 ERA. Bounced here to short. Zawadzki underhands to second for one. Kajimoto to first in time. And Vasquez hits into a 6-4-3 double play to retire the side. No runs a hit, nobody left. 6 in the books in CI. It remains the Lancaster Barnstormers 5 and the Long Island Ducks 3.
Hi, this is pitcher Jared Lansford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Well, Duck fans, don't forget you can warm up with a hot cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet coffee, available right now at our concession stands here at Bethpage Ballpark. Regular and decaf, Hampton Coffee is a preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or visit their cafes in the Hamptons. 6 innings complete. The Ducks trail at 5-3. This is Chris King. I thank you so much for tuning in to Ducks baseball tonight around the world, no matter where you might be listening. For Lancaster, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. For the Ducks, 3 runs, 10 hits, and 2 very big errors back in the 5-run 4th inning for the visitors.
Back to the top of the order for the Barnstormers with second baseman number 1, Yusuke Kajimoto, number 1.
So we go to the 7th. John Brownell takes the hill for Long Island. And he goes against the top of the order, and Yusuke Kajimoto, 2 for 3 tonight with a pair of singles and a run scored. First pitch. Well hit back toward the pole. If it's fair, it's trouble, but it's hooking foul. Wow. That is some power I wasn't sure that Kajimoto had. Does have 4 home runs on the season. And swinging a hot bat of late now, hits in 11 of his last 14 games. Lancaster lead is 2. This has been a great series. As the 0-1 here is low. Both games have gone tied into the 9th inning. On Tuesday night, it was a 3-3 game into the 9th, and Blake Galen, a big 2-out, 2-run single to give the Barnstormers the 5-3 win. Swung through in on the hands here by Kajimoto, 1-2, and then last night tied at 5 into the 9th, and the Ducks get a big Brendan Harris double in the bottom of the 9th to bring home Dan Lyons and give them the win. So, Ducks rallied from 4 down last night to win. That tied their largest comeback of the year to win a game. They were 5 down tonight. They trail by 2. 1-2. Inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. We were talking about that trivia question, but how about Dellin Betances, huh? Yankees rookie breaking a record held by Mariano Rivera for most strikeouts in a season. I mean, that's pushing aside Mo. This one to left field, the other way for Adam Bailey. Had him played perfectly to make the grab for the first out. Goose Gossage was second with 122 strikeouts back in 1978. But Dellin Betances, now the all-time Yankee leader, strikeouts in a single season, and he does it as a rookie. That'll bring up Olmo Rosario, 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored, also a stolen base. 1 away, nobody on, 5-3 Lancaster in the 7th. Strike 1 from Brownell. Brownell unofficially at 108 pitches. Kids play for the right-hander. Well, how about the Yankees starting tonight an 8-game homestand, the start of the final homestand of Derek Jeter's career. The 1-1 crushed foul down the left field line. He was way out in front for strike 2. So 4 against the Blue Jays, then 4 against the O's, and that's it for Jeter. Can you believe it? So he's got 8 home games to go, and in typical Jeterian fashion, he's got a home run tonight in the Bronx. Jeter does, a solo homer. Yanks lead at 2-0 now in the bottom of the 6th. Tomahawked in a center field, Lentini moving left to line it up, and a one-handed squeeze for the second out. By the way, if you haven't seen the new commercial that's going to air, I believe it is Saturday on TV. It is on the internet. It's a new Gatorade commercial, a 90-second spot featuring Derek Jeter. It is just terrific. I mean, it is unbelievable. And reading the backstory on it today in Adweek, I guess a lot of it was Derek Jeter's idea. And if you haven't seen it, you know, go to Facebook or go on the internet and go to the Gatorade page. I know they have it on their Facebook page. Here's Blake Galen, and he takes low and away for ball 1. But I guess it was Jeter's idea, and he picked the music, which is Frank Sinatra's My Way, which is perfect. But it's kind of like a typical game day for Jeter. As here's a strike, 1-1. He's on the way to the ballpark. He tells his driver to pull over, and he's going to get out and walk the rest of the way to the park. Well, he stops in Stan's famous sports bar, to the disbelief of everybody in there, and then he walks up to a bunch of ticket holders to their disbelief. Goes to a Little League game where the old Yankee Stadium is at the field across the street, asking the kids who's winning the game. Talks to some fans, signs autographs. Before you know it, it's a mob scene. But he just wanted to go out and thank the fans, so that's what they do. They shoot Derek Jeter thanking the fans outside the stadium on a game day in July. But again, it's shot so well. It's in black and white. You got My Way, you know, which he picked because of the lyrics. It is just, I mean, you want to talk emotional spot. It's so well done. 3-1 here is rip foul down the right field line, the count full. I mean, the Michael Jordan Nike commercial with Jeter was tremendous too, with everybody tipping their cap and respect, respect, respect. That was an amazing spot. This one is just as good, if not better. I mean, it's just to see everybody's reaction when the Yankee captain pops out and walks the streets in the Bronx before heading into the ballpark. Just missed inside. Ooh, was that close? Brownell wanted the call, didn't get it. It's his first walk of the night here in the 7th inning, and it extends the inning for Cole Garner, the cleanup man.
Left fielder, number 8, Cole Garner, number 8.
So Galen can run, 13 steals, caught just 3 times all year. And with 2 outs, will Butch Hobson have him take off here? We'll see. Garner 0 for 2 tonight with a run batted in. Takes a strike. You may remember back in the 4th inning with the bases loaded and nobody out, he hit a deep fly to right to the warning track that went off the glove of Phelan Lentini for a 2-base error. Well, since a run would have scored had Lentini caught it, they did give him a sacrifice and a run batted in. Grounds it foul off the railing in front of the Stormers dugout. 0-2 now on Cole Garner. So sacrifice RBI for Garner. His 89th on the year. He's 4th there in the Atlantic League, and he's officially 0 for 2 now with the run batted in. Brownell ahead of him, 0-2. Galen beyond the cutout at first. Will he 2 strikes? Will he go? No. And almost a pitch out there as Vasquez popped out of the crouch. Didn't really step outside, but they thought he might be going. So a semi-pitch out, if you will. Ball 1 to Garner. Galen goes, and the pitch is fouled into the dugout this time, up and down over the railing. So again, you get a chance to check out the Jeter Gatorade commercial online, and I believe Saturday will be its network television debut, but 8 more home games in 8 days and nights starting tonight for the Yankee captain. A week from Thursday it is, September 25th is his final home game, and 3 nights later, Can't even believe I'm saying it. Derek Jeter's done up in Fenway, up in Boston at Fenway Park. That's where he's going to end it. Called third strike as Brownell gets Garner looking. His 6th K tonight, ends the visitors' 7th, and retires the side. No runs, no hits, a walk, 1 man left. Time to stretch in CI, middle of the 7th. Lancaster leading Long Island by the score of 5-3.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Phelant Lentini, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
It's your money, and you have the power to save it. Make a few simple changes, and you can use less electricity and save real money. By installing Energy Star light bulbs and products for your home, you can save hundreds of dollars each year. At PSEG Long Island, we're working hard to serve you in the way you deserve. Check out our energy-saving tips and tools at psegLINY.com/save money.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Well, Duck fans, only 3 games remain in the regular season for the Ducks in their 15th anniversary season, and all 3 here at home. Tomorrow night, 7:05, the Blue Crabs Inn Italian Heritage Night. Bracelets go out to the first 1,500. Saturday at 7:05, the final Pyrotechnico Fireworks Extravaganza, and Fan Appreciation Day Sunday at 1:35. Get your tickets at the Bethpage Ballpark box office, online at liducks.com, over the phone 631-940-TIXX, or via the Ducks mobile app on your smartphone. Ducks trail it 5-3 as we go to the home 7th, and the third pitcher of the night is in for the Barnstormers. The right-hander Cody Epley takes the hill, replacing Ross Peoples, who faced 2 batters to close out the 6th. First pitch is a strike, so Peoples' line 2/3 of an inning pitched. No runs, a hit, no walks, no strikeouts, before giving way to Epley, who gets strike 1 on Miranda, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out to short. And now a deep fly ball to left the other way. Garner moving towards the line and back will make the catch for the first out. Cody Epley, a 28-year-old right-hander from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, so a native Pennsylvanian for the Barnstormers. 6'5", 205 pounds, former big leaguer, who earlier this season pitched at AAA Indianapolis. So again, the pitcher of record is the former New York Met Chris Schwinden, trying to become the league's first 14-game winner tonight. John Brownell, still pitcher of record for Long Island as they go back to the top of the order with 1 away, and Phelant Lentini. Epley drops in a strike, and the count 0-1. Epley's been tremendous this year. 24 games pitched, 4-0 record, 1.74 ERA. 31 innings tossed, 22 hits allowed, walked 12, struck out 14. Bounced here to third for Olmo Rosario. Clothesline across to get Lentini, and all that speed, 2 gone.
Ducks shortstop, number 25, Brendan Harris, number 25.
Oh, with Dan Lyons getting the night off tonight, it's Brendan Harris starting at shortstop for just the 9th time this season. And at the plate, he is 0 for 2 with a walk. Cody Epley, the former Texas Ranger and New York Yankee. Low and away. Epley pitched for the Yankees in 2012 and 2013. Very briefly in 2013, just 2 games, but made 59 relief appearances for the Bronx Bombers back in 2012. Ball 1 to Harris, and now a comebacker for Epley. Takes it at the belt, fires to first, and very quickly Epley goes 3 up and 3 down through the Ducks. We go to the 8th. The Barnstormers have a 5-3 lead over Long Island.
Hi, this is Adam Bailey, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc Pavers, let Nicoloc Pavers pave your way.
Life without Ducks baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks baseball.
Bethpage Ballpark is set, Quacker Jack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Life without Ducks baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks baseball.
Bethpage Ballpark is set, Quacker Jack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, we go to the 8th. The Barnstormers with a 5-3 lead over the Long Island Ducks. All 8 runs scored in the 4th inning tonight. And hey, Duck fans, do you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Then follow Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. Now, with Twitter, the faithful flock will also be able to follow their Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and much, much more. The Ducks are tweeting right now, and you can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. Well, John Brownell's season has come to an end, as in his final start, he is removed here after 7 innings, so he can lose it, he cannot win it. And another great season has come to an end for Brownell, as out of the bullpen is the 30-year-old right-hander from Queen Creek, Arizona. 6'2", 220-pound Josh Lansford is in for Long Island. Andrew Clark, the first to see him, the DH for the Barnstormers tonight, 1 for 3, with a single, a run scored, and a run batted in the 5-run 4th. Maybe Brownell's final line of the season on the night, which wraps up his season in a minute. Strike 1 here to Clark. Brownell, 7 innings, allowed 10 hits, 5 runs, but just 1 of them earned, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 124 pitches, 82 of those for strikes. 0-1 is low and in the dirt, 1 ball and 1 strike. So Brownell set the franchise record for innings pitched. He finishes with 202 innings pitched on the season. The first Ducks pitcher ever to throw over 200 innings in a single season. 1-1 to Clark is low and inside for ball 2. Brownell also set a franchise record with 29 games started. Tonight was his 29th and final start. He broke the record set by the lefty Randy Leak back in 2008 with 28 starts. 2-1 is outside for ball 3. He finished with 130 strikeouts on the year, and that was 3 shy of the franchise record he set a year ago. And he comes up 1 win short of tying the franchise record for wins in a year. Mike Lurie won 14 games back in 2011. Here, a changeup floats wide, and it's a base on balls for Andrew Clark to open the visitors' 8th.
First baseman number 15, Gabe Jacobo.
So a great season for John Brownell comes to an end here tonight. And again, right now he is tied for the league lead in wins at 13. Led the league in games started. Was second in strikeouts. Led the league in complete games with 5 as well. Another amazing season has come to an end for the guy they call Brownie. Here's Gabe Jacobo, 1 for 3 with a single his last time up. And he rips it off the glove of Lansford to second for Cody Puckett. Will run back Clark and tag him there. So that will be a 1-4 putout. It deflects off Lansford's glove right to Puckett. And then Clark got tangled up there so that Jacobo could reach first.
Number 7, Greg Golson, number 7.
So fielder's choice 1 to 4 is how Clark is retired. Jacobo, the one-out runner at first, and Greg Golson, who's a perfect 3 for 3 tonight with 3 singles and a run scored and a stolen base, is the hitter. Top of the 8th, Barnstormers with a 5-3 lead, trying to take the rubber game of the series here tonight. So congratulations, John Brownell, finishing up another amazing season for the Ducks. Finishes up his 3rd year. Here a bunt attempt by Golson, rolls foul. And the count 0-1. So the Barnstormers have already won the season series against the Ducks. They have won 12 of the 19 games coming in tonight, the 20th and final meeting here this evening. That's the 3rd straight year that Lancaster has won the season series. Ducks haven't won it since 2011 when they won 11 of the 18 meetings. Top of the 8th, Lancaster leads by 2. 0-1 to Golson is fouled down at the plate for strike 2. So Josh Lansford makes his first appearance of this series. The right-hander on the year has worked 42 times, all in relief, 5-3 record and a 2.98 ERA. 42 1/3 innings pitched, 47 hits allowed. He's walked only 9 all year, coming in, make it 10 now, and struck out 30, so he's exactly 3-1 strikeout to walk ratio. 0-2 here is a swing and a miss, make it 31 strikeouts. As he fans Golson, they get him for the first time tonight, 2 away. So it'll bring up Lance Zawadski. Zawadski, only 1 hit tonight, a big one though, a 2-run double back in the 5-run 4th. He's surrounded that with a pop out to short, and he's grounded into a double play. Jacobo held on at first. He has only 1 steal all season in 1 try, very short lead. As Lansford comes set, Josh's pitch is outside for ball 1. Remember last night, the Ducks got 2 in the 8th to tie the game at 5 and then won it in the 9th. As Yogi would say, can they have deja vu happen all over again? Might be the same exact score heading to the last of the 8th. Strike on the outside corner here, 1-1 now on Zawadski. Remember, both previous games in this series have been tied into the 9th. Let's see if the Ducks have some late inning magic. Last night they scored 4 runs in the final 3 innings. 1 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th. Down and away, nice block by Vasquez. No advance by Jacobo at first. And the count 2-1 to the shortstop at the dish. And Ducks will wrap up the regular season this weekend with a visit from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. "2-1" ripped through the middle and into center field as Lansford couldn't get a piece of it. Neither could Harris, the shortstop. So Zawadzki's got his second hit of the night. Jacobo stops at second. 2 on, 2 out for the 9-man, Juan Apodaca.
Catcher, number 27, Juan Apodaca. Number 27.
Barnstormers will head home and host the Camden River Sharks for the final game of their season. And again, they can get in with a Southern Maryland loss tonight or 2 wins the rest of the way by the Barnstormers in any games at all. Any 2 wins would clinch either the division or the wild card for Lancaster. Here's Apodaca 0 for 3 tonight. Down and away, misses Lansford with ball 1. Apodaca has popped the first, struck out swinging, and popped the second. So 2 infield pop-ups tonight off the bat of Juan Apodaca. Comes in with hits in 6 of his last 7 games, yet to get a knock tonight. 1-0 is in there, 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the 8th, Barnstormers a 5-3 lead. They've out-hit the Ducks 11-10. Again, the only inning of the game where runs have been scored was back in the 4th. 5 for the Stormers on 5 hits and 2 Duck errors. 3 for the Ducks on 5 hits of their own. So 10 hits in the inning. 2 Duck errors, though, the difference. The 1-1 swung through here, and it's 1-2. Right now, Southern Maryland tied with Somerset. 2-2 in the bottom of the 6th at Regency Furniture Stadium. So, depends on how this game goes, but most likely the Barnstormers will not know the outcome of that game before this one ends. And they're not planning any celebrations here anyway. One-two coming up high, and again, milestone seasons for both of these teams. It's the Barnstormers' 10th anniversary. It's the Ducks' 15th anniversary. Ducks are missing the playoffs for just the 2nd time in the last 11 years. Barnstormers, after going to the finals and losing to the Ducks 2 seasons ago, missed last year and look like they're heading back this year. 2-2 is down and away. They have 1 championship in franchise history. That was in their 2nd year in the league back in 2006. First year was 05, and just year 2 they won it all. Went to a couple of those games. Actually went to one of them, the Championship Series game up in Bridgeport. They swept Dave LaPointe and the Bridgeport Bluefish in the finals. Just happened to have a exhibition hockey game at the arena next door, popped over for a couple innings of the Championship Series. Count now full on Apodaca. Runners go, and a foul tip held by Vasquez. So Lansford with the strikeout, 2nd of the inning, and that retires the side. No runs, a hit, a walk, 2 men left. We go to the last of the 8th. Barnstormers still on top of the Ducks by the count of 5-3.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
First pitch, Bailey rips one high in the air, deep to right field. Warning track, wall, you can forget it. Adam Bailey leads off the 7th with a solo home run to right. His 20th of the season and the 100th of 2014 for the Ducks.
That's right, Duck fans. On September 16th at Bethpage Ballpark, that Adam Bailey blast put the Long Island Ducks over the top. Their 100th homer of the season, which meant that once again, the Ducks have met the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. Chappie's Funeral Homes donating $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. Thanks to Chappie's and the Long Island Ducks, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Labor is on the move. PEF.
They are the Public Employees Federation.
They know it's time for workers to unite, to speak out, to demand government accountability for the way public services are delivered.
They provide healthcare services, mental health services, and services to the developmentally disabled.
They're the Public Employees Federation. PEF.
the problem-solving union.
PEF is the union that cares for the community. Learn more at pef.org. PEF, labor on the move.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Well, we moved to the last of the 8th, and Cody Epley, who mowed through the Ducks 1-2-3 on just a handful of pitches in the 7th inning, stays in there for the 8th. And he'll start with Bill Hall, who again came in to replace Lou Ford. Ford, in his final at-bat of the night in the 3rd inning, fouled a ball off his leg and could not continue. Well, that'll be a story for the Ducks to watch closely tonight and into tomorrow, as Ford has played every single game for Long Island all year. And trying to make a little league history if he can go 140 for 140. And here Bill Hall swings through the first pitch by Epley, and the count 0-1. Hall has had one at-bat. It was back in the 5th, and he struck out looking. Epley's 0-1, way outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Hall now 0 for 13 in his last 4 games and just 1 for 17 in his last 6. So he's been fighting it a little bit. That big wide open stance from the right. And there got the inside pitch for a ball, and they count 2-1. Epley waits for Hall to get ready. 2-1. Taken the other way into right field for a base hit. So good start for the Ducks as the leadoff man aboard. And that brings the tying run to the plate in Adam Bailey. And Butch Hobson has only 1 lefty available, as he's already used Ross Peoples, and that's Derek Loop, who pitched in last night's game. So no indication he's going to go to the southpaw here. And what a big spot for Bailey. 20 home runs on the year to lead Long Island. And a tough night tonight, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. But you can forget all that with 1 swing. Strike here on the outside corner, 0-1. Bailey 2 homers in his last 3 home games. And again, the 100th homer of the year for the Ducks here Tuesday night against these Stormers. Cuts through it, 0-2. Short lead at first for Hall, as he's held on by Jacobo. Bottom of the 8th, Ducks trail 5-3. Bill Hall aboard at first with nobody out. And boy, Adam Bailey trying to avoid the golden sombrero, 4 strikeouts in a game. And guess what? He's going to wear the hat tonight unhappily. There's 1 away. First strikeout for Epley. Last night, it was Brett Carroll of the Barnstormers who got the golden sombrero, striking out 4 times. Tonight it's Adam Bailey's turn. All 4 strikeouts tonight swinging by Bailey. So 1 away, and C.J. Rutherford, the tying run at the plate. Now he's 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored back in the 3-run 4th. Cody Epley waits for him to get ready. Comes set away from his letters, and the pitch down and away for ball 1. believe Epley needed only 6 pitches to get the 3 outs in the 7th inning. That's how quickly he worked and how efficient he was. 1-0. Inside, it's 2-0 now to Rutherford. Blake Galen in center, a couple steps toward right for Rutherford to go the other way. Cole Garner very deep in left and straight away. Epley's 2-0. Bounce to short, might be 2. Zawadzki steps on second, fires to first, and C.J. Rutherford grounds into an inning-ending 6-6-3 double play. No runs a hit, nobody left. We go to the 9th on the island. Lancaster 5 and the Ducks 3.
Hi, this is Joash Brodeen, first baseman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I can live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Well, we go to inning number 9. The Barnstormers with a 5-3 lead, and the third pitcher of the night is in for Long Island. He is the 29-year-old southpaw from Muskegon, Michigan, 6 foot tall, 185-pound Eric Neeson. Starts at the top of the order with Yusuke Kajimoto, the switch-hitting second baseman, who turns around about right-handed for the first time tonight. Kajimoto is 2 for 4 with a pair of singles and a run scored. First pitch is ripped down the left field line, but foul. Broke his bat, and he was out in front of it. 0-1. Josh Lansford, 1 inning of work, 1 hit, no runs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts before giving way to Neeson, whose only appearance of this series was here last night in the 6th inning. Threw a 1-2-3 6th and struck out the side. Struck out Zawadzki, Castillo, and Galen, all swinging. So Eric Neeson was on fire last night, and here he breaks the bat of Kajimoto, who's got a new piece of lumber. Each team with 11 hits tonight. Ducks with 2 errors that were costly in that 5-run fourth for the Barnstormers, and in fact those errors, the difference in the game right now. Neeson's 0-1, fouled straight back, 0-2. Eric Neeson makes appearance number 59 on the year. He's tied for second in the league in games pitched. 4-3 on the season with a 3.12 ERA. (0-2) coming. And that backdoor curve low and away. Last night, the Ducks bullpen 4 scoreless innings of relief. And the bullpen's now allowed just 3 runs over the last 17 2/3 innings coming in. 1-2. Ripped down the left field line again, and this one's a fair ball. Played there by Bailey. Going for 2 is Kajimoto, and he's in there standing with his first extra base hit of the night and his 3rd hit of the game.
Third baseman, number 10, Olmo Rosario, number 10.
So what does Butch Hobson want to do here? Will he have Olmo Rosario trying to bunt? Ducks are expecting it with Miranda at 3rd on the grass, Hall the same at 1st. Rosario 1 for 4 with a single, a run scored, and a stolen base. And you got to think he's going to try to move a man over. No, he swings away and fouls it straight back. So some managers like to try to get that guy to 3rd because you got so many more ways to get him home. And other managers like Kevin Baez don't like giving up the out. And again, lots of school of thought, but there are infinitely more ways to get a man home from 3rd than there are from 2nd. I mean, wild pitch, pass ball, balk, all those kind of things. Fly ball, out can get a run home. This one grounded foul down the left field line. Boy, just crossed left at the right time. For the Ducks, that is. And Ducks last night, their first waddle-off win since July the 6th. An 8-7 win here against Camden. It's the only way they can win this game tonight. But right now, Eric Neeson just needs to keep it a 2-run contest after the leadoff double to Kajimoto. Ahead of Rosario, 0-2. Down in the dirt, Vasquez had to shed the mask to find it directly behind him. And he did a good job. It's ball 1. For the Ducks in the bottom of the 9th, they will be at 6, 7, 8 in their order. Cody Puckett, Joe Ashbrodeen, Jan Vasquez. Kevin Baez, if he chooses to go to the bench, would have 2 right-handed sticks available, Dan Lyons and Brandon Vance. Work to be done here, though, by Long Island to keep it a 5-3 game. 1-2 the count on Rosario. Just missing outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rosario with hits in 6 of his last 7 games. And he takes it foul out of play down the right field line. Tonight his 19th game of the season since joining the Barnstormers for Olmo Rosario. Made his debut August the 29th. Boy, had a great game Saturday against Sugar Land, 4 for 6 with a homer. Two and 2 the count on the 3rd baseman. Neeson's pitch. Big looping backdoor breaking ball missed and the count full. Kajimoto right now on 2nd. Spins around to check the outfield straight away and medium depth. And now a payoff pitch to follow. It's on the way. Taking foul again, slicing out of play down the right field line. Takes a big bounce on the walkway all the way up to the concourse, and the race is on for the baseball. We're in the top of the 9th. Barnstormers have a 2-run lead, trying to add to it in the rubber game of the 3-game set. And the final meeting of the year between these two teams that played for the 2012 Atlantic League Championship. Ducks won it. In 5. Taking to right. Toward the line goes Joe Ashbrodeen to line it up. He'll make the catch. Kajimoto will tag and draw a strong throw that is cut off by the shortstop Brendan Harris. No advance, 1 away.
Center fielder, number 2, Blake Galen, number 2.
So 1 big out for Eric Neeson, so far keeping Kajimoto at 2nd base. And here's Blake Galen. 1 for 3 tonight with a walk, a single, and a run scored. Galen now with 5 hits in the series. in 14 at-bats. Strike one from the lefty Neeson. Eric set above the belt, 0-1. Fouled off the gear of Vasquez, and it's 0-2. So a good start for Eric Neeson here, trying to get the very difficult Blake Galen, followed by the even more difficult Cole Garner, 3-4 in Butch Hobson's order. Check the out-of-town scoreboard for you this inning, and we'll start at Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland, top of the 8th. Crabs and Patriots tied at 2. Again, a Southern Maryland loss clinches a playoff spot for Lancaster. Fouled away, high on the third base side. The count holds. Barnstormers can get in on their own with 2 wins in their final 4 games. So if they win here tonight, they'd have to win just 1 of their 3 home games against Camden, regardless of what Southern Maryland does. 0-2 again, way low and outside. Good snatch by Vasquez for ball 1. Down in Texas at Constellation Field, Sugarland Skeeters ahead of the York Revolution, 4-0 in the bottom of the 4th. And Camden and Bridgeport tied at 3, bottom of the 7th in South Jersey. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. So first strikeout by Neeson for out number 2.
That strikeout by Eric Neeson puts another K on the Cradle Aviation keyboard. It's section 203. They're doing a wonderful job.
9th strikeout on the night for Duck pitching. Brownell 6, Josh Lansford 2, and now Neeson is first. And Cole Garner here is being intentionally walked, and again, with the new pace of play rules in the Atlantic League, the Ducks just have to point to first. And that's it, the intentional walk to Cole Garner. As they'll set up a lefty-lefty with Andrew Clark. But it looks like Butch Hobson might go to his bench here. And he will do just that.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Batting for Andrew Clark, number 35, Brett Carroll, number 35.
So Brett Carroll bats for Andrew Clark. And again, Carroll's the guy we told you last night had the golden sombrero. He was 0 for 4 with the 4 strikeouts. So 2 outs, a man at second, and now Carroll, the batter, first pitch swinging, cut through it, 0-1. So in the Andrew Clark DH spot, Brett Carroll comes off the bench after the Ducks opt to intentionally walk Cole Garner. 0-1 is fouled away, 0-2. A really rough series for Carroll. First 2 games, he's 1 for 7 with 6 strikeouts. 4 strikeouts last night, 2 strikeouts Tuesday. And you know Eric Neeson's thinking, well, let me get a 7th strikeout of this guy in 8 at-bats and end the inning. He's ahead 0-2. Misses away with ball 1. Kajimoto at second. He had the leadoff double. He's still been stranded there. Garner at first. They are the 2 out runners in a 5-3 game, top of the 9th, that favors Lancaster. Eric Neeson stares into Jan Vasquez and comes set. His 1-2 pitch. Swung, struck him out. Eric Neeson picks up his 2nd strikeout. Brett Carroll now 1 for 8 in the series with 7 strikeouts, and the side retired. So nice job by Neeson, pitching around the leadoff double by Kajimoto. No runs, a hit, an intentional walk, and 2 men left. Last night, the Ducks won it in Waddle-Off fashion. Can they do it in back-to-back contests? Stick around and find out. They trail at 5-3 as we go to the last of the 9th.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
All 2,000 of us at PSEG Long Island care deeply about our communities. Our company has a long-standing commitment to giving back. And our people, along with our energy efficiency and renewable energy programs, are helping to improve the businesses and towns we all call home. Learn more about how we're working together to better serve our communities. Visit us at psegliny.com/community.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Ducks trailing it by the score of 5-3. And the 4th pitcher of the night is in for the Barnstormers, the right-hander Jason Urquidez. The 32-year-old from Tarzana, California originally, now calls Tempe, Arizona his home. Tempe, Arizona his home, stands 6'1", 195 pounds. Cody Puckett to start it off for Long Island. He's 2 for 3 tonight with a pair of singles and a run scored. Again, last night the Ducks got 1 in the 9th to break the 5-5 tie and win it 6-5. They trail by 2 here, so need at least 2 to keep the game alive against Urquidez. Jason's first pitch is a strike, 0-1. Urquidez got the save here Tuesday night in the 5-3 victory, pitching a scoreless 9th. 1 inning of work, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. The save was his 27th, 3rd most in the Atlantic League. 0-1 to Puckett. Down and away, a ball and a strike. Cody Epley was terrific tonight. 2 innings of relief for Lancaster. 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Faced a minimum 6 batters to get 6 outs. 1-1. Chased it, did Puckett for strike 2. Urquidez 3-2 on the year, 2.49 ERA, 47 innings tossed, 37 hits allowed, 21 walks, 60 strikeouts. So about 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio for the right-hander. Ahead 1-2 here, the pitch to Puckett. Down and away, wouldn't chase that one. And the count even. Puckett, Brodeen, Vasquez, the scheduled hitters for the Ducks here in the home 9th, trailing by a pair. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to the second baseman. Urquidez pitch. Popped up foul out of play. High on the first base side. All 8 runs in this game came in the 4th inning. Neither team has scored in any other inning tonight. Kind of unusual. 2-2 pitch. Poked toward right center field. Is it going to get in? It is! Drops in the old Bermuda Triangle in right center, and Cody Puckett has his third hit of the night. And more importantly, it immediately brings the tying run to the plate in Joash Brodin.
Long on the right fielder, number 22, Joash Brodin, number 22.
Well, Joash Brodin is the batter, and he too tonight has had a nice game. He's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, a stolen base, and a run scored. And this season, 3 of his 9 home runs have come against Barnstormer pitching. First pitch, going for it. He came up empty, got a small piece of it for strike 1. And Brodin has hit 8 of his 9 home runs this year, batting from the left side as he is here. Oh and 1 the count. And now 1 and 1, down and in. Brodin last night in the bottom of the 8th hit it deep to right field. I believe it was right on the edge of the warning track, narrowly missing a home run. One and 1 count. Pitch. Fouled straight back. He was just under it, and he knew it. Shook his head, upset at himself. That was the pitch he wanted, and he just didn't get it. Bottom of the 9th, Ducks trail at 5-3. The leadoff man Puckett aboard at first after he blooped the single into right center. 1 and 2 the count to Brodin. Jason Urquidez set away from the letters, and his pitch swung through in on the hands. Oh, he fooled him. 1 away.
Catcher, number 23, Jan Vasquez, number 23.
So here's Jan Vasquez. He's had a big night. He is 2 for 3 with a double, a triple, and he's driven in all 3 runs. He had a 1-out, bases-loaded double back in the 4th that brought in all 3 runs tonight for Long Island. So he has crushed the ball twice and also grounded into a double play. Up and away, misses Urquidez. Ball 1. Sergio Miranda waits on deck for Long Island. 1 on, 1 out. Tying run at the plate for the Ducks with home run power. (1-0). Ooh, he was going for it as well. Almost screwed himself into the ground there, much like Brodin did on that early swing in the at-bat. 1-1. Each team with a dozen hits. Barnstormers have 2 more runs. Urquidez shakes off Apodaca and now gets what he wants. 1-1. He went around, said home plate umpire Richard Katz, as he tried to hold up, and now he is down in the count as well, a ball and 2 strikes. Cody Puckett, the runner at first, held on there by Gabe Jacobo. Short lead. As Jan Vasquez has to protect now, down a strike in the count at 1 and 2. Ripped it foul down the right field line and hit the seat so forcefully. Came all the way out to the right fielder, Greg Golson, who threw it back into the seats. A good solid contact for Vasquez, who we said twice has crushed balls, once to right center and once to dead center. First triple of the year back in the second inning. One-two again. Outside, 2-2. Outfield playing him very deep all the way around. And Galen in center, maybe just a step toward right for him to pull. Talked about it earlier, but Jan Vasquez's first hit ever as a Duck was a game-tying homer in the bottom of the ninth. 2-2, low and in, and the count's full. So what will Kevin Baez do with Cody Puckett at first? I don't think you can risk running him, because if Vasquez strikes out, then you got the chance of a strike him out, throw him out double play would end the game. So I don't think he's going to run here on a one-out payoff pitch. Urquidez checks him over the left shoulder as he rolls the ball around in his bare right hand behind his back. He comes set. He does not go, and the payoff is a call, third strike on the outside corner. And the Ducks are down to their final out. Not sure what Vasquez was looking for, as that was right there on the corner, and he knew it.
Number 30, Sergio Miranda, number 30.
So back-to-back strikeouts for Urquidez. And now Long Island's last hope is their 9-hitter, Sergio Miranda. 1 for 3 tonight with a broken bat bloop single on the infield back in the 4th. He's also grounded to short and flied to left. Urquidez hunched over, staring in, now upright and set. First pitch, just missed away. It's ball 1. Takes a big turn to stare over at first at Cody Puckett. Just a short lead right now. Short of the cutout. 1-0. Up and away, 2-0. The former Barnstormer, Phelan Lentini, on deck for Long Island. Just hoping for one more chance to hit. Had a great season for the Barnstormers back in 2012. 2-0 the count on Miranda. Fouled straight back for strike 1. And although Miranda's hitting just over 200 on the year, does have hits in 6 of his last 8 games. Urquidez trying to record his 28th save of the season and give the Barnstormers the rubber game and move them within a win of the playoffs. 2-1 pitch. Fisted the other way as it came in on the hands. And now the Ducks down to their final strike. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ducks down 2 in the 9th. Sergio Miranda stares out to Jason Urquidez, who comes set away from his letters. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Urquidez strikes out the side and gives the Barnstormers the 5-3 victory in the rubber game here tonight. Lancaster 1 win away from a playoff spot as they take the rubber game and close out the season series against the Ducks with a 2-run victory. We'll be back to talk about it on the post-game show. Again, the final tonight, the Lancaster Barnstormers 5, the Long Island Ducks 3.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bobby Blevins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Bring your birthday to the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available for the 2014 season. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Chris King back at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York, where the Lancaster Barnstormers defeat the Long Island Ducks by the final score of 5-3. Very bizarre game tonight, as it flew through the first 3 innings in just 47 minutes. Then in the 4th inning alone, the team spent 32.5 minutes at the plate. Lancaster scored 5 times on 5 hits and 2 errors. Ducks scored 3 times on 5 hits. And then no further scoring the rest of the way. So 8 of the 9 innings tonight included no scoring at all, but Lancaster sent 9 men to the plate in the visitors' 4th, plating 5 runs, and that was enough to get them the victory. We have selected their shortstop, Lance Zawadzki, as our Nikolak player of the game. Tonight he was 2 for 4 with a single, a double, and a pair of runs knocked in the big 5-run 4th. So Zawadzki, our Nikolak player of the game, wins Nikolak player of the game honors. Nikolak retaining walls and paving stones, a company synonymous with quality and service in the manufactured concrete industry for almost 50 years. We'll take a break, and when we come back, full recap of how it went down tonight in Lancaster's 2-run victory over Long Island. We'll fill you in on the out-of-town scoreboard in both the Atlantic League and the majors as far as the Mets and Yankees are concerned. Preview the final weekend series of the year for Long Island, and we'll wrap this one up when we continue from CI.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nikolak paving stones and walls. Nikolak's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nikolak. Visit the Nikolak Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nikolak.com.
Let Nikolak paver, let Nikolak pavers pave your way.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Chris King back one final time to Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York, where tonight the Lancaster Barnstormers defeated the Long Island Ducks by the final score of 5-3 to take the rubber game of this 3-game set. Barnstormers won it 5-3 on Tuesday night, scoring 2 in the ninth to win it. Ducks won it 6-5 last night in waddle-off fashion, scoring 1 in the ninth to win it. And tonight we had a great pitchers duel, pair of 13-game winners, tied for the league lead in victories, John Brownell for Long Island, and also the league leader in ERA, Chris Schwinden, for the Barnstormers, each making making their final start of the season. And just starting this game was a franchise record for Brownell, his 29th start of the year, to establish a new team record for Long Island. Well, both pitchers were on cruise control through 3 innings. In fact, we got through the first 3 innings in just 47 minutes, and we were still scoreless as we went to the 4th. John Brownell had faced 9 batters to get 9 outs, but that would change as the Barnstormers would bat around in that fateful top of the 4th. Yusuke Kajimoto led it off with a single to center. Olmo Rosario hit a comebacker to Brownell, who lost his footing, lost the ball, and had no play. Blake Galen then singled down the right field line, and the bases were loaded with nobody out for the Barnstormers. Cole Garner hit a fly ball deep to right, playable though, for Phelan Lentini, who had it go off his glove and drop in for a 2-base error as Kajimoto and Rosario both scored, and the Barnstormers had a 2-0 lead. Andrew Clark would follow with a single to center, bringing home Galen. It was 3-0 before Gabe Jacobo would strike out swinging for the first out. But Greg Golson would single to left center. Lance Zawadski a 2-run double to left center to make it 5-0 before Juan Apodaca finally struck out swinging. In the inning, the Barnstormers get 5 runs on 5 hits and 2 big errors for the Ducks, and they had themselves a 5-0 lead. But the Ducks would get a couple of back off Schwinden in the bottom of the inning after Adam Bailey struck out swinging. C.J. Rutherford a single to left center. Cody Puckett a single through the left side, and then Joe Ashbrodine a single to right center to load the bases with 1 out for Jan Vasquez, who hit it in the air deep to center field over the head of Blake Galen, clearing the bases, bringing home Rutherford, Puckett, and Brodeen to make it a 5-3 game. Sergio Miranda would break his bat on a bloop hit on the infield to reach first, and so the Ducks had the tying runs aboard with 1 out, but Phelan Lentini flew out to center, Brendan Harris flew out to right, and the Ducks had to settle for their 3 runs on 5 hits, stranding a pair and trailing 5-3 after 4 innings of play. Well, Chris Schwinden would depart at 5 1/3, allowing 9 hits on 3 runs tonight, 1 walk and 6 strikeouts. John Brownell finished at 7 innings tonight, becoming the first Ducks pitcher ever in franchise history to throw over 200 innings on the year. He finished at 202 innings, allowed 10 hits, 5 runs tonight, but only 1 earned because of the 2 errors. He had a walk and 6 strikeouts and finished 3 strikeouts short of his franchise record set a year ago. He had 130 strikeouts on the season, but the bullpens were lights out tonight. There was no further scoring the rest of the way, and the Barnstormers had themselves the 2-run victory. The final numbers tonight for Lancaster: 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They leave 9. For the Ducks, 3 runs, 12 hits, 2 big errors in that fateful 4th, and they stranded 6. The winner is Chris Schwinden. He goes to 14-5, again the first 14-game winner in the Atlantic League this season, while John Brownell, in his final start of the season, suffered the loss to drop to 13-9. The game played in 3 hours and 1 minute before a crowd of 3,896. With the victory, Lancaster now 39-28 in the second half, while the Ducks drop to 31-36. Barnstormers win for just the second time in their last 5 games, while the Ducks have now dropped 4 of 5 and 10 of their last 12. Lancaster wins the season series from Long Island, 13 victories to the Ducks 7, and Long Island now 1-2, 3 games into this 6-game homestand that will close out their 15th anniversary season. We take one final look at the out-of-town scoreboard, and it's not going to happen tonight for Lancaster. At least it doesn't look that way. Barnstormers could have clinched a playoff spot with a Southern Maryland loss tonight, but right now down at Regency Furniture Stadium, they've gone to the 9th inning, and the Blue Crabs have a 5-2 lead over the Somerset Patriots. So again, Lancaster can get in with 1 more victory by themselves. They'll go home to take on Camden the next 3 days and nights, or 1 loss by Southern Maryland, but it looks like the Crabs are on their way to another win tonight. Down in Texas, the Skeeters lead the York Revolution 7-0 in the bottom of the 5th at Constellation Field, and the Camden River Sharks in South Jersey with a 7-3 lead over the Bluefish as they play in the bottom of the 8th inning. Mets are off tonight. Yankees in action, in fact, opening up Derek Jeter's final homestand, an 8-game homestand for the Bronx Bombers. They will have 4 against the Blue Jays, followed by 4 against the O's, and tonight the Yankees get it done. 3-2 is the final, and Derek Jeter contributed with a solo homer, his 4th of the season. So for the Ducks, again, they fall here tonight by the final score of 5-3. They have 3 games remaining, and that starts tomorrow night when the Blue Crabs are in. Right-hander Bob Zimmerman goes for Long Island. His final outing of the year, he's 3-2 on the season with a 3.55 ERA. He'll be opposed by fellow righty Darryl Thompson for the Blue Crabs. So again, the Ducks with 3 games remaining tomorrow night. It is Italian Heritage Night with bracelets going out to the first 1,500. Saturday night, a pyrotechnics fireworks extravaganza, the final one of the year. And Sunday at 1:35, Fan Appreciation Day to wrap up the 15th anniversary season of Long Island Ducks baseball. So again, the Ducks fall tonight by the final score of 5-3, and that will also do it for me this season. My final broadcast of the season, as we talked about earlier. Many of you know I also do hockey in the baseball offseason, so I will be at Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum tomorrow to see the first day on ice for the New York Islanders as they look to have a successful playoff season in their final year in that building. But it's been another great season of Ducks baseball. Yes, they came up a little bit short of their goal to qualify for the playoffs and perhaps win a 3rd consecutive Atlantic League championship, something that had never been done by any team in Atlantic League history. But again, the Ducks had a strong season, just came up short to a better Somerset team in the first half, and unfortunately 2 tough losing streaks in the second half had them get behind the 8 ball, in which they never could quite recover. But again, it's been fun for me, 15 years strong for the Ducks, and I really do look forward to season number 16 that will roll around quicker than any of us think. Again, I will turn it over to my partner, Michael Pollack, who will carry you the final 3 games of this 15th anniversary season. It has been a blast, as always. Once again, the final score tonight from Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York. It was the Lancaster Barnstormers 5 and the Long Island Ducks 3. We do invite you to join us for our next Long Island Ducks broadcast. That'll be tomorrow night when the Ducks host the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs to kick off a 3-game weekend series that'll wrap up the 2014 season. The pregame show starts at 6:50 p.m. We'll throw the first pitch at 7:05, and you'll hear it all right here on Long Island's home for Ducks baseball, liducks.com and youtube.com/DucksBaseball. We'll also be back on our flagship radio station, LI News Radio, 103.9, with my partner Michael Pollack, bringing you all the action. For the final time this season, this is Chris King saying thanks so much for listening. We'll do all over again tomorrow night. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening, and good night from the Duck Pond.